following is a production of Watlington Shires and Pierce Productions. Welcome to the Wright Chrysler Dodge Ram pregame show. Just like the big game, you have to be prepared. And the same holds true when it comes to buying your next vehicle. So be prepared by going to WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com. That way you're ready to go when you hit the lot. Now it's time for us to get you ready for the big game. The Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram pregame show starts now.
Good evening, Rough Rider fans, and welcome back to YouTube with NetSN Live, and welcome back to football here in Center, Texas. Hello, everyone. It's Chris Watlington here, and to my right, which never happens, you're always to my left, it's the longtime voice of the Center Rough Riders, Rob Payne. Rob, you've been doing Center games from the stadium for 3 decades, but this is only your second game from the ranch.
Yes, that's right. We're live from the ranch. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
An important place ought to have a name, and for cowboys who ride stallions and broncos over rough terrain, for Rough Riders like these in Center, the ranch makes really good sense, I think.
I think it does too, in fact. But what doesn't make much sense, the Rough Riders will challenge the Griffins. Mythological beasts like griffins have no logical place at the ranch any more than a minotaur or a pegasus. Plus, these griffins flew into Texas from over the river in Louisiana. Rob, what are Cajun Griffins doing over here at Rough Rider Ranch?
Well, now, that's a good philosophical or literary question, Chris.
Thank you.
But it does make lots of good football sense. Because if you're the Griffins, I'll tell you what you're doing. You're following Coach Dunn into Center, Texas, trying to win your 3rd straight game against these Rough Riders.
Yeah.
Coach Dunn and our Coach Meeks go way back, and they have very similar views and strategies, especially on offense. Coach Meeks talked about their big play ability.
And so, over the next 25 minutes or so, we'll learn a lot about tonight's matchup. We'll talk to Rick Meeks, visit with senior cheerleader Anna Marie Amburn, and take you to the Center Motor neutral zone to meet senior quarterback TJ Bellin.
All that and lots more. That's a lot to do before 7:30 p.m. Welcome, everybody. It's the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show here on YouTube with the Northeast Texas Sports Network. It's the Rough Riders. It's the Griffins, live from the ranch in Center Texas, and we'll get you ready coming up next.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
Batters Law Firm is proud to be a 3rd-generation law firm serving the injured people of East Texas since 1964. Batters has settled thousands of cases and paid out over $25 million to clients from settlements in the past 2 years. Visit one of their locations for your free, no-appointment consultation and let the Batters team implement their proven approach that incorporates treatment and recovery while maximizing settlements and payouts. Batters Law Firm, serving you in Nacogdoches, Lufkin Center, and Houston. Remember, when it matters, call Batters. 833-BATTERS. 833-BADDERS.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show live from the ranch in Center, Texas. Chris Watlington, Rob Payne, and the counselor, Stephen Shires. Good evening, Stephen.
Good evening.
How are you, counselor?
I'm doing great.
Good deal. Well, it's always a pleasure to welcome the counselor and to hear his pregame brief.
Well, it's always interesting, guys. We're going to play this team. Look, there is a million of guys. It looks like a 5A or 6A team.
Yeah,
They've
true.
got 80-something kids on their roster, and what a series and what an opportunity. We talked about this during the Rick Meat Show, which is live from the Pizzeria, sponsored by Sabine State Bank every Monday night. Last Monday we talked about this series and what a great thing to be able to have a team that's. I'd say schools are approximately our size, but they got a lot more guys.
A lot of players.
But to have a team so close, about 30 minutes away, that provides us such a competitive opportunity in pre-district. And it's just fun. We asked him, we're hopefully going to continue to have this this series, I'd named it the Sabine River Showdown.
The Sabine River Showdown.
And I'm trademarking that. So, but it's the Sabine River Showdown. Of course, we're 0-2. First time we played, I guess we may talk about this a little bit later, but the first time we played, we spotted them 28 points and then
tied them.
And then tied them or slightly outscored them the rest of the way. And then last year, we thought we had the thing won, and they win it in the last few seconds. So what a again, I'm looking forward to tonight because we're going to get to see, as we move along. Game 3 is when you really feel like you're starting to make a lot of progress on both sides of the football. This is where you normally see, your game starting to click. So what a time for that to happen against an opponent like this.
And it's their second game. They're 1-0. We're 2-0. So a little bit more experience, practice for the Rough Riders.
Thank you, Counselor, for your pregame brief.
All right,
we're going to the ball game. Chris Watlington, for a team this size that we're playing tonight from North Desoto, it's going to take everybody being healthy. Speaking of being healthy, tell us about our injury report.
Well, the injury report is officially everybody is healthy. There are, already in 3 weeks in, usually there are varying degrees of soreness, sprains, bruises, and some are 100% ready to play, some are less than that, but officially they're all ready to play. And that's the kind of injury report Hope Medical always wants to bring. We appreciate Hope Medical for that injury report.
Exactly, and thank you for that. Speaking of Hope Medical, let's take a break and hear from them. We'll be back for more of the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show right here on NetSN.
At Hope Community Medicine, they believe that more than medicine is needed when providing quality care for their patients. With locations throughout East Texas, the vision is to give hope to those who seek a better life by caring for their body, mind, and soul, and not about their ability to pay. Through the network of staff and locations, Hope seeks to be primary provider of medical, dental, and behavioral health. Because the difference that Hope makes is the difference between night and day. Hope Community Health.
Sparky D's Bargain Store. Who are we? We're an online auction store on Facebook. Find our page on Facebook. There you'll find a post for our weekly auction. If you find an item you like, place your bid and you could be a big winner and save yourself lots of money. We're on Facebook only for our weekly auctions. We're located in Center, Texas. Check us out on Facebook. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, where we will save you more.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the Pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
Everybody, welcome back. It's the Wright Chrysler pregame show here live from the ranch. And now it's time for Chris Wallington and our neutral zone, brought to you by Center Motor Company. And tonight, Chris sat down with senior quarterback T.J. Bellin. And let's hear what they have to say.
All right, tell us who you are.
TJ Bell.
And you're number 2.
Yes, sir.
What are you playing this year?
Quarterback.
Okay, a year ago, what were you playing?
Receiver.
Were you thinking at all in your mind, next year I'll probably be quarterback?
Yes, sir.
You were? So you kind of been training for this.
Yes, sir.
What's something about it that surprises you to this point?
About quarterback?
Yeah, about the whole being in the position.
Just nothing really, just playing, being an athlete, making all the plays I can.
What's something, I mean, I never played a competitive snap at quarterback. What's something that when you're doing it, you're going like, oh yeah, this feels right?
Just looking out, trusting my instincts, making the right play.
Okay, how about your offensive line? They any good?
Yes, sir, definitely.
All right, thanks for your time. Good luck this year.
Yes, sir.
Center Motor Company. From whatever angle you look at it, you see Ford. Ford trucks, SUVs like the Bronco, and iconic cars like the Mustang. A legacy managed by Kevin Jones and created by Ray Jones. Center Motor Company on Hurst Street in Center.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show live from the ranch here in Center, Texas. Both teams have vacated the field, as you can see from the camera, which is a good shot down in the field. And both teams have gone to the locker room. Stadium time, 7:12 p.m. We're about 18 minutes away from kickoff, and we're holding in a holding pattern for just a moment as Chris Watlington heads down to the field for the cheerleader spotlight.
Yeah, I was going to see if we could call the blimp, but with Shires not here, I don't think we can do either of those things.
All right, so Chris Watlington is headed out of the press box down to the field for a live interview with one of our cheerleaders. And, you know, we're proud of our whole group that fires us all up in the football games. We've got the cheerleaders, we've got the band, we've got the spirit group, we've got the chaparrals, we've got the guys that are dressed up in purple that run around with flags when they score. So a large group of students that are involved each Friday night. It's always good to support each of those folks and all of these groups. So right now Chris Watlington is looking for the cheerleader.
And
so
we need our connection. The little white thing. There it is.
all right, Stephen.
We'll get that in, and we're getting Rob down, or getting Chris down on the field.
He's down there. So, hey, Rough Rider fans, football wouldn't be the same without our cheerleaders. They've been busy getting ready for this game and this afternoon's pep rally, which I understood was a smashing success, and they'll stay busy all season long. Now, let's take a little time to catch up with these ladies in the Gaddy's Medical Equipment Cheerleader Spotlight.
All right, we're going to go ahead. I'm sorry.
In the same way cheerleaders support the team, Gaddy supports you as you get better. Tonight we go to the field with Chris Watlington, who's there with senior cheerleader Anna Marie Ambern. She is in the Gaddy's Medical Cheerleader Spotlight.
Chris Watlington, are you there, sir? Do we have him turned up over there? Let's see. He may have turned himself down. Nope, he's turned up. Chris Watlington.
Probably still waiting, he was trying to get across the fence.
Oh, I see him right there. Hold on. We're going to do this.
One moment, please. Chris Watlington is on the field.
Are you there, Chris? We are not getting you, sir. Let's do it this way. Chris, are you there? All right, go ahead.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Anna Marie, the camera's right up there. Wave real big. This is Anna Marie. She's a senior. Tell us how many years you've been a cheerleader.
I have been cheering since I was in 7th grade.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. Did you hear her answer?
Yes, since 7th grade.
Okay, great. Weird. So a long time. Has this year been fun, your senior year, or has it just been stressful because you have more responsibility?
It's been a little stressful, but it's also fun. I'm glad I got to do it my last year.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you prefer doing home games, or do you like away games better?
I like away games so we can show the people what we've got.
Yeah, I do too.
Our own home.
And I kind of like the trip.
Me too.
Okay, big question, your football question. Are you ready? This team runs up and down the field. Our defense has a big challenge. If you were the defensive coach, what would you tell them?
Stop them and shut them down.
I like it. Stop them and shut them down.
Yeah.
Got it. Our cheerleaders know more than our players do, Shires. Thank you a lot. I know you've got to get over there.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It's our cheerleader spotlight, guys.
All right, folks, that's our Gaddy's Medical Cheerleader Spotlight. Slightly delayed, but still there, and as always, it's one of our favorite things. Of course, it's brought to you by Gaddy's Medical Supply. We're here from Gaddy's, along with Center Glass, who tonight is going to bring us our instant replays. This is the Wright Chrysler pregame show live here on NetSN.
Gaddy's Medical Supply. It's your one-stop shop for the supplies and the equipment that you need as you go along your recovery. Their compassionate and knowledgeable staff is there to help you as you get better. Gaddy's Medical Supply. Everybody in Shelby County knows that if you have something made of glass, you take it to Center Glass right there in Center, Texas. But what you may not know is what they can do with glass fixtures. They make walls for the bathroom that revolutionize the look of the whole house. For repair or creativity, it's Center Glass.
Everybody, welcome back. Again, this is the Wright Chrysler pregame show here live on NetSN. And it's time for our area roundup where Chris Wallington talks about what's going on not only in our district but in our county. And we'll do that right now.
Campbell Portable Buildings brings you the area roundup as we look at county and area teams. We begin with Conference 4A District 8, that's Center's district. Carthage comes in tonight at number 4 in the state. In week 1, they had a surprising 5-point loss to Kilgore. And last week, another surprise, they didn't play. But tonight, they are 14-point favorites versus Liberty Ilo. Center, state number 27. They last week beat Spring Hill 49-28. And they have a game against the North Desoto Griffins. There's no favorite, but North Desoto's won the last 2. We'll give them the pick. State 37, Athens, lost 35-28 to Kaufman last week, but they are 3-point favorites tonight. Bullard Panthers come in as state number 57. They lost to Caddo Mills last week. This week, they're big underdogs to Sulphur Springs. The Rusk Eagles come in at number 53 in the state. They were victors over Mount Vernon last week, and they are 10-point underdogs to the Diboll Lumberjacks this week. Then the Brownsboro Bears, the state number 88, they lost by 4 touchdowns to Jacksonville last week, and they are a 1-touchdown underdog to Fairfield tonight. Now let's look at the teams in the county. The Tenaha Tigers had a tough time with West Sabine last week, and this week they have to take on their county rival, the Joaquin Rams. They're big underdogs there. The state champions were pushed to the limit against Lovelady. They came away with a 2-point victory, and then they have a difficult game against Palestine Westwood tonight. Garrison, same thing. They won against ARP in overtime. They're at number 8. Shelbyville keeps winning. Last week, a big win against New Boston. This week, they're 4-point underdogs to Wascom. Joaquin, as we heard, almost beat Beckville last week, and at 1-1, big favorites to beat their county rival, Tenaha. This other schools just outside the county at state number 57, the St. Augustine Wolves are 11-point picks, and state number 79, the Hemphill Hornets, are big underdogs tonight. Campbell Portable Buildings brings you this roundup because your building matters.
Thank you, Mr. Wallington, and thank you to Campbell's Portable Building for bringing us the area roundup. We'll hear from Campbell's. We'll be back right after this with more the Wright Chrysler Dodge pregame show here live on NetSN.
It's one of the great slogans, right? Just tell them James sent you. But when James Campbell sent you away from Campbell Portable Buildings, he wanted it to be something that met your needs, whether it was storage or some inside beautiful living area. They can take care of you at Campbell Portable Buildings, where your building matters. They say, go Riders.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Again, this is the Wright Chrysler pregame show, and now it's time as we get ready to go to the Bowles Feed Blimp, and we talk about get our set up for our batter scoreboard. Chris Wallington.
Hello there, and we're speaking now up in the blimp to a first-time captain. Keaton, are you up there?
This is actually not the first time I've been the captain, Mr. Wallington.
Of the Bowles Feed blimp? I knew you were a captain of the Toledo Automotive. I thought you were Toledo Automotive. Were you Bowles Feed?
I've done both of them.
Oh, man, I lost track of that. That's good to know.
I've got my wings. Well, I don't know if they would be wings in a blimp. I think they'd be balloons. I've got my balloons.
You got your hot air badge.
Whatever it is, I've got them.
Well, I understand that you have other obligations tonight to cover other games, and that's great. You're going to be sending us scores once the game starts, but tell us what games you're going to be following.
Well, I'm going to be all over this area following the through lines for the Center Rough Riders, the storylines for Shelby County, but I'll just go ahead and I'll tell you what the Bowls Feed Blimp schedule is right now. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Well, we got a couple of big games going on. First one featuring two Shelby County teams. Number 40, Joaquin, following up their near upset of Beckville. They're going to visit the number 56 Tenahall Tigers. That's tonight. Also, we have the defending champion, state champion, Timpson Bears. They're going to visit Palestine Westwood. We'll be giving you scores for that one as the day continues into the night. Right now, the 2-0 Shelbyville Dragons face the number 12 ranked Wascom Wildcats. You know, Wascom, one of my favorite towns around here. Their name sounds like a Pokemon. Our Pawnee Woods game of the week got Larry Pierce and Joe Elmer on coverage. San Augustine versus Price Carlisle. So that's the Shelby County teams. We've got some teams around Center's District as well. After a week 1 loss and a week 2 bye, the Carthage Bulldogs look for their first win of the season against the Liberty Ilo Leopards, a top 10 team in 3A Division I. Uncharted territory for Carthage. They're drifting in deep water. We'll see if they can find a boat. Also, 2 old district foes. We got Rusk at Diboll, the Bullard Panthers at Sulphur Springs, and the Hornets of Athens hosting the Wildcats of Palestine, and the Brownsboro Bears visiting the Fairfield Eagles. Finally, we'll be keeping an eye on Center's opponents next week, the Dangerfield Tigers. They're a good team. They have a tough assignment this week. They take on the number 12th ranked Hawks of Texarkana Pleasant Grove. I'll be keeping an eye on all those things for you. I'll also be watching the weather, watching the wind, and everything Bowls Feed Blimp.
Thank you very much, sir. That was a very, very exciting report. We look forward to you sharing those scores with us so we can share them with everybody else.
All right, y'all have a good one.
We will. Thanks a bunch.
That's the report from the Bowls Feed Blimp.
Absolutely.
Bowls Feed Blimp.
Yep.
The only dirigible at high school football games.
The only one.
It's the only one.
That's the only
and
one.
we appreciate Ken and Cecilia and the group at Bowls Feed sponsoring each week. And we'll hear more from the Bowls Feed Blimp throughout the game, which has arrived, made a stunning appearance. And the folks from across the river, not sure what to think. I'm just they only get to see it. It's only their second or third time to see it. So their mouths are open and awesome wonder of the Bowls Feed.
Well, I think this is going to kick off a little early, so let's go ahead and close this thing out and thank to our pregame sponsors, Wright Chrysler, Hope Medical, Gaddy's Medical Supply, JBA Financial, which brings us our Coach Talk, Campbell's Portable Buildings, which we did not get to. We'll have to do that later, Chris Wallington.
Campbell's Portable Buildings?
No, the JBA Coach Talk.
Oh, my.
We missed that. Bowls Feed and Ray Jones Chevrolet. Of course, now it's time to quickly, let's do our Ray Jones keys to the game. All right, so here we go, Chris Wallington.
Well, I always ask you the keys. You know the keys better than I do.
Well, I mean, I think, obviously we're going to have to score points. I don't think this is going to be a low-scoring game. I'm curious to see how our defense, our stingy defense does against a high-powered offense. And then we learned that we think that their defense is pretty good too. So it's going to be interesting to see. These teams run very similar things, so it's going to be something we're very familiar with.
Sounds good to me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show. Mr. Payne, good to have you here.
Good to be here.
Good to have everybody else around. We will come back with the kickoff after this.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to football in the Ranch here in Center, Texas. We are excited to welcome a new rival from Louisiana, the North DeSoto Griffins, from just across the Red River. Next to me is Chris Watlington. Chris, the Rough Riders have their hands full tonight.
We do have them full. Is it the Red River or the Sabine River? It's the Sabine
It's
River.
the Bean River,
It is.
It's the Sabine
I don't know
River.
why you wrote that in
I
there.
wrote that. Coach Meeks and North DeSoto's Coach Dunn go way back, and their philosophies are similar. So the results have been fireworks for the last 2 seasons as these two teams meet. Last year in Louisiana, the Griffins won a thriller, 54-50. That's 104 points. 2 years ago, the Griffins came here and led 28-0 before the halfway point of the first quarter. Then Center's offense kicked in, and the final was 71-42, 113 in that one. Counselor Center has scored 92 points against these guys over 2 games and have lost by a combined 33.
Wow. Well,
Coach Meeks talked to us before the game about the explosiveness of this team.
There's a lot of things that we do that resemble each other. You're going to see a lot of the same formation, identical fast splits with the receivers, trying to create.
yes, sir. Both teams are explosive, which means that the defense that can get a few stops or a few turnovers will likely win the game. As we get started tonight, here's something I'll be watching. Just that. I mean, who's going to get stops on defense? Who's going to get the turnovers? I think that says it all.
So there you go. Table is set for you. It's Game 3, the Battle of the Sabine River. The North DeSoto Griffins and your Center Rough Riders here at the Ranch. You're watching on Watlington Shire's Pierce Productions and NetSN through YouTube, and we'll bring you the kickoff next.
Shelby Savings Bank has a bold new look, but they're still the same local bank they always were. Same people, same friendly service, but with a bold new look and new services including mobile deposits from your ATM, your computer, or your cell phone. Shelby Savings Bank, same bank, new look.
Welcome to the game, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready here for the kickoff. Captains tonight, Noah Thompson, Bryce Lee, Kenneth Stone, and Francisco Celerino Morales were at the middle of the field. The Griffins will be receiving the ball. There's the high kickoff, who is fielded, catches it, drops it, it goes out of bounds right at the 31-yard line. So the Griffins will start at their own 31 after no return for the opening Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. And as we start off tonight, we welcome you to the ball game, to the broadcast, and thanks for being here. A good crowd here tonight. Good weather for the football. It's kind of dusky now. The lights are on. And the Griffins come to the line of scrimmage to test this Riders defense on 1st and 10. Watch for quarterback now, Luke Delafield. Out of the shotgun. Snap, turn, throw. And the ball is well defended and knocked down. The receiver in a crossing pattern, Cole Corey, but was the defense knocked it away, and that was Timothy Johnson defending as a cornerback there. So well done by the Riders defense, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Rob, that was well thrown, well run, and just a better play by Timothy Johnson, who was so active last week.
All right, Delafield decides to hand off and run, and the running back is away, and from the line of scrimmage, he is ankle tackled, Chris, down around the 22-yard line.
Yeah, absolute touchdown saving effort that way, but a big run, big first down.
Excuse me. So the Griffins all the way in Rider territory to the 23-yard line. Snap out of the shotgun, handoff again. This time hits the middle and tackled immediately up around the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
We have a winner in our trivia challenge. I have to find the things that they take down to the concession stand.
2nd 9, back to pass for the corner of the end zone, right at the pylon. It's incomplete, intended for receiver Braylon Latin. Bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Griffins.
Wait, 3rd down? It's
3rd down and 9.
Yes. Big opportunity here.
All right, operating out of the shotgun again. After a big run, the Griffins are down in Rider territory near the 20-yard line and near the red zone. Quarterback making a change at the line of scrimmage. Puts a man in motion. Snap, give, that's a fake. And throws a hitch pass out to the right, who's well defended by the Riders and upsets the ball carrier up around the 15-yard line.
That's really close. It's going to be about a yard and a half short.
Close enough to feel good about going
call it
for
fourth and 2.
Yeah, that's fourth and it's really more like 4th and 4 feet.
Snap, and the referees blew the play dead. I don't think they were set and ready, so they're going to make them do it again.
Yeah, the Griffins really wanted to get moving, and they just weren't quite set and ready for them to start getting moving.
All right, so quarterback looks to the line of scrimmage. Kenny Thomas, running back, standing next to the quarterback, slightly behind him. Hand
we're going to stop him. The Riders get the stop.
Riders stop.
How about that?
So handoff to number 5, who hits the line of scrimmage, and the defense pushes him back. And on 4th down, the Griffins are unable to convert, and it's the Riders take over on downs and keep the Griffins out of the end zone.
That was number 15 and number 21 for the Rough Riders that combined on that awesome, really unlikely stop. That took perfect defense, and they played it perfectly.
So back to Counselor's keys to the game. And it's a Riders take over on downs. I mean, there's explosiveness right there.
Absolutely.
1st and 10 for the Riders at their own 16-yard line. Back to pass, turning right, turning left, throwing the ball out. And
it's caught.
Wow. How
looking
did he
for
catch that?
It's complete to number 5, Jeremiah Ratcliffe. I thought it was knocked down or he was out of bounds. Nope, kept his feet in bounds, and a good heads-up play. 2nd down and short for the Riders after a nice 9-yard play. Handoff to Bluford. Bluford takes off and runs and is tackled around the 40-yard line. So a nice run and a big 1st down for the Center Rough Riders. A Ray Jones Chevrolet 1st down.
One of the big questions, can we run?
And we did that time. 1st down, and they fake it to Bluford and throw it out to the left for a nice bomb down the field, but it's an incomplete pass. 2nd down for the Riders.
Johnson was well covered. It would have taken an absolutely perfect strike. It was a good pass. It just wasn't perfect.
Pass intended for Timothy Johnson, who now comes to the right side, and they load it up with 3 receivers. We've got trips right for the Riders and Bluford in the backfield. Operating out of the shotgun, Bellin, low snap, picks it up, throws it, hitch pass, caught. Johnson catches it, and on one of those hitch passes, and then it comes out, and they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 44-yard line, I think.
Nice patience by Johnson there to maneuver through the traffic and make it 3rd and manageable.
3rd down and 4 for the Riders. Trips right again. Handoff to Bluford. Nowhere for him to go as he tests the middle of the line of scrimmage and is tackled for a little bit of a loss.
That's number 32, Bell, rang the bell on that one, got through, stopped. If you'd gotten just a little bit, you might think about going for it, but since they lost a couple of feet, it's going to be a punting time.
So the Riders bring the punter out. 4th down and 5. Punter standing at his own 31-yard line. Waiting on the punt. There's the snap. Good snap. Kick. It's a nice spiraling punt that's going to bounce and go out of bounds.
Really good punt.
At the 18-yard line. That's a really nice punt.
It was not beautiful, but it was very effective.
The result, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
35 yards and no return.
Do you know what we have not done?
We hadn't popped a pepper.
We have not popped a pepper.
I was wondering if that's why we didn't make a 1st down.
I don't know. I got to find them.
I'll do the work while you're getting it. We both teams have exchanged offensive possessions, and something that we really didn't think is that both of them were stopped. So the defenses are both win their first one.
Thank you.
And with 9:48 to go, it's still 0-0. Hadn't scored. Griffins with their 2nd opportunity.
There's a snap, give. It's a end around to the right-hand side, and the Riders make the stop up around the 20-yard line, so a couple of yard pickup for the Griffins. 2nd down, and let's pop this pepper.
Let's pop it.
So I got
on three.
Okay.
All right.
That's a fine beverage right there.
It is. All right.
On
2nd down, out of the shotgun, pass is caught up to the 30, up to the 40-yard line, and finally brought down. Riders make the stop around the 40. It's a first down for the Griffins.
That was well done. That was a clear out, and they brought the tight end dragging across the field, and he was wide open.
All right, quarterback takes a snap again, and
bam!
Hand off from the backfield.
Number
Running
11.
back gets about, 2 yards and then is stood straight up.
Easton Wolf just lit him up.
Okay, I got some news while they're saying it's not Easton Wolf. 11 is not Easton Wolf.
Oh, wow, okay.
That is Bug Juice. Bug Juice.
All right, Delafield, quarterback, rolls right, throws.
Oh, almost picked off by Bug Juice.
Number 11 for the Riders. You can call him Easton Wolf or Bug Juice, but he is.
I think when he almost intercepts it, it's Easton Wolf. If he intercepts it, it says Bug Juice.
Well, it was I'm sure he wishes he had that back, but good job to break it up. 3rd down and 8 for the Griffins. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Fake the handoff, looking, rolling right, throwing. Ball in the air. Delafield pitches it out.
Looking for flags.
And looking for a man down around the 33-yard line. Incomplete. And it'll bring up 4th down for the Griffins.
That was a shoe. I thought the flag was on the play, but it was a shoe.
Was it a shoe or a towel?
Yeah, it was a white shoe instead of a yellow flag. So good. And now the Rough Rider defense is held twice. By this time, the last 2 games, the score was already, we'd already scored at least 14, maybe 21 points total. But the defenses have come to play.
All right, so it's time for the Griffins to punt. Punter standing at his own 30-yard line, 29. Snap. Punt, just a nice leisurely punt that does a good job and bounces and is finally down. Takes a rider bounce and is finally down around the 26-yard line. That's where the Riders will be 1st and 10 here in the first quarter, 8:39, and it's a scoreless game so far. Rider defense has made 2 stops, a big stop on their end of the field in the first series, and well done. Riders' second possession now.
I talked to our coach about his offensive goals tonight.
We got to continue to keep improving the offensive line in terms of controlling the offensive line and running the football and protect the football tonight. We cannot give them free possessions.
So far, so good with that. Second possession of the game for the Riders.
1st and 10. Bellin takes a snap. Hand off to Bluford. Bluford up around the 30-yard line. Gain of about 3 yards, we'll call it. 2nd down.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
It looks like 2.
It is 2. Going to end up being 2.
It's a big defensive line, athletic, that obviously is lining up against the Riders. To this point, Rob has had the Rough Riders have had more players than their opponents. Not true tonight. Boy, a lot of folks over there on the Griffin sideline.
And trips left for the Riders. 3 receivers on the left. Bellin throws it out, intended for number 12, Jacalen Barnes. Incomplete. 3rd down.
Boy, 3rd and 8. It's what the Griffins had last time. Not what you need, not what you want. Big 3rd down.
All right, we're going to have 2 receivers on either side. Twins, both sides. Bluford in the back on 3rd down and 8. And Bellin throws left. Has a man on the sidelines. Jump up and caught.
Oh, just he's out of bounds.
And they do is ruled out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down catch, but when he came back down, he was out.
Let's have a quick look at that.
So athletic. Yeah, let's look at that again and see.
Oh, never mind. Hold on, I got to get it set in. We'll do that.
Okay.
That's going to be that's the Easton Wolf almost interception. I'll get it set up anyway. Let's go back.
4th down for the Riders, and the punter comes in standing at his own 17-yard line.
Yeah, both defenses hold. Both defenses score the first 2. That's impressive.
All right, getting ready for the punt. Snap, kick, end over end, bounces at the 39, caught at the 32, and he just decides to go out of bounds. That's where the Griffins will start.
Yeah, how about that for a return? Catch and step.
7:59 here in the first quarter. We're scoreless so far, 0-0 Riders and Griffins. From the ranch.
We'll take this opportunity to hear about the defensive goals.
Defensively, we got to be ready from the start, play fast. Do not do many things, but they do them very well. So mindset and mentality on the defensive side of the ball has got to continue to be a positive for us.
And there you have it.
Luke Delafield, quarterback for the Griffins, operating out of the shotgun. If you've noticed, and we've got two receivers right, I'll come up with that in a second. Handoff right in the backfield. Hits the line of scrimmage for a couple of yards, second down.
Shires, the defense, the run defense has been really stellar so far, except for that one long run.
Yeah.
Braylon Latin, after actually just a 1-yard run. This will be a pass play for the Griffins.
That's a catch.
And they do catch it just right on the sidelines for a nice pickup of about 8 yards, 3rd and 1. And what I was going to say earlier, you notice the offenses of these two teams are very similar.
Very similar.
All right, handoff, really hurry-up offense. It'll take any time. This time, number 8 carries the ball. That's Braylon Latin up across the line of scrimmage and gets the yard, gets the first down, and a little bit more from the 46-yard line. The Griffins, 2 receivers either way. Fake the handoff, back to pass across the middle, defended by the Riders, knocked down, well done. And was that number 9?
That's number 3 again.
Number 3, Timothy Johnson.
Okay. Your first impression should be Johnson, and then see if it's somebody else, because he has really grown into the leader of both defense and offense.
Second down and 10, and they're going to try to run it. Rider defense wraps them up right at the line of scrimmage. Nicely done. It looks like Cody Atkinson in on that stop and others for the Riders.
How about that?
Third down and 10.
Run defense has been up for the challenge. Third down and 10.
This offense doesn't take any time. They like to get it and go before you're set.
Screen
Delafield
pass.
back. And
nice.
the Riders have great penetration and sniff that one out. So that intended screen pass didn't work at all, and the Delafield was under a lot of pressure and finally just had to throw it away.
Our linebackers covered the screen man, so he couldn't throw it. And then we had big Atkinson right there, right on him. So Riders do a great job of defending that.
Yeah, excellent job. And 2 first downs for the Griffins in the first half of the first quarter. Only 1 for the Rough Riders, and they're going to punt again.
The Griffins punter standing at the 35. A nice high
that's
punt.
a nice punt.
It is fielded up. The Riders try to field it and just unable to come up with it. And the ball is going to go out of bounds around the 4-yard line, I believe. 4 or 5-yard line, maybe 6. So the Riders could have had the punt up closer to that, but unable to come up with it. Lights could have gotten his eyes out of bounds, way on the other side of the field.
We've had terrible special teams luck in these 2 games. I mean, just we've had these bad plays like that.
Well, and one thing about the guy catching the ball down there, the white jerseys were right up on him because it was such a high punt, and he really didn't have time to do much of anything. All right, 1st and 10. The Riders deep in their own end of the field at the 6-yard line with 6:43 here in the first quarter. 0-0. Bellin standing at the goal line. Bluford next to him. Snap give to Bluford. Bluford is wrapped up before he can get to the line of scrimmage. Going to be a loss of 1. Second down and 11. And when you're in that end of the field, you don't need to move backwards.
No.
You don't ever need to move backwards.
And
but
Griffins were ready for that. Just like they knew what they were going to call. And the 2 offenses are similar enough, they actually may have known.
Well, and you have to take a chance because your quarterback, if he's going to pass, is going to be back in the end zone. And so where he's standing now.
A screen pass of our own would be a good call.
Second down, it's a fake, and then he's going to run out to the right-hand side looking and throwing, and has a receiver around the 15-yard line, throws in that general direction, but incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down.
And I was watching the play, not the receivers. There's just nobody open?
No. That crosser that he threw in the general area was open. If he could have, he might could have got it to him. But
there's a lot of pressure and a lot of white jerseys there, just stringing him on out and hoping that.
We do not want to punt from here.
No.
At the very least, get some yards so your punter is not heels on the back of the.
What about I'm calling for a 97-yard touchdown.
That's good. That's good too.
All right, 3rd down and 11. The give to Bluford again, who's trying to find a hole, maybe up to the 5-yard line, but not anymore.
Yeah,
it'll bring up 4th down.
He's going to get us that little bit of yardage. I think that's kind of important.
Well, you get a feel for how far it is to go. 9 yards, would have to get to the 16, and that's not going to happen on this drive. Shires, just like we predicted, a defensive struggle.
Yeah. That's exactly what we said in the pregame show.
All right, we chop of the punter for the Riders standing deep in the end zone.
Well, we were told that their defense was really good.
Yeah,
and they were right.
Yeah, both defenses have really done good. Really, two field position plays, one big run by them, and then a special teams faux pas.
A high punt.
That's going to be a penalty.
And the Griffins call for a fair catch. And right after he waves his hand, he's knocked to the ground by a purple jersey, and the flags come in for the first time tonight.
Yeah, it is the first penalty, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
Rough Riders are going to have one penalty and one Ray Jones first down with 5:08 to go. But yeah,
we got our money's worth on that one,
man.
though. I don't know. He probably didn't see the fair catch because it was a late fair catch call. But, I mean,
he waved his hand and pow.
Yeah,
got hit right then.
And even though that's not it's a personal foul, but it's really not. It wasn't mean-spirited. It doesn't matter. 15 yards anyway. And so the Griffins begin this inside the Rough Rider State Farm red zone.
So three field position changing plays has put the advantage Griffins. They're going to direct snap to the running back.
First down, running back runs out to the right-hand side and has some room to go.
A trick
inside
play,
the 10-yard line.
Trick play to get the running game going. It's going to be second short. I just assume them have the first down. They already snapped it.
Delafield throws. Ball is caught behind the line of scrimmage, and then they're going to let their athlete do something with it. Gets a few yards.
That's going to be first and goal, right?
I think so, first and goal.
They're the only team that is faster the way they run their offense than center. They snap it even faster.
All right, first and goal for the Griffins. Coming left hand this side. Across the 10, up around the 5-yard line.
Good defense.
And Riders make the stop to keep them out of the end zone. It'll be second and goal from around the 5.
Vadrine and Atkinson on that.
Good stop. Run. Number 5 takes a handoff and is in for the touchdown. Number 5 for the Kenny Thomas for the Griffins makes the first score of the evening.
He survived the first impact of the line. They didn't wrap him up, weren't able to grab him, and so they're able to get the big play.
All right, extra point unit comes out to try to make it 7. Waiting for the snap. Here it is, kick is up and good. 7-0, Griffins over the Riders, 4:13 in the first quarter.
And we'll be right back.
You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the housewarming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping and clothes for all year long, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place of East Texas.
At Watson & Sons, their family serves your family. It begins with their facilities, their inviting and warm chapel, and their elegant lobby, and their unique product room where you can shop for the choices your tribute requires. They've been serving your family at Watson & Sons since Scott built it in 1998, but their family has been serving you for over a century.
Welcome back, folks.
Hello.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. First quarter, 4:13 on the clock here in the first quarter, and the Griffins score first, 7-0. Capped off by a 5-yard run by Kenny Thomas. Now the Griffins line up with the ball teed up at the 40-yard line to kick off to the Riders. If you're looking at your TVs or looking at whatever you're looking at, it's from right to left as the ball will get popped into the air. Riders are back deep around the 10-yard line, ready to receive this Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. All right.
Apparently it's going to be a pop-up kick because they're really not getting any.
All right, so it's a really nice kick.
Oh, wow.
Be fielded by the Riders at the 10, coming to the 20,
up
to the 25,
nice stutter step.
30, 35, 40, and pushed out of bounds around the 43, 44-yard line. Ratcliffe with a nice return for the Center Rough Riders.
Ratcliffe's second great play of the game. That early reception was just acrobatic and terribly athletic, and then that run was athletic as well.
Special teams are so important. And
what a
that
catch!
gives the Riders great field
out of
position.
bounds.
And they do as rule. So the Riders have the ball for this drive at their own 45-yard line after a really nice return, a 35-yard return from the 10-yard line.
Easily the best field position the Rough Riders have started with.
All right, 2 receivers either way. Bluford, they fake it to him, and the throw ball is caught by Ratcliffe at the 50-yard line. He turned to make a move and fell down, but 5-yard pickup, second down Riders.
Yeah, maybe 4 yard. Looks like they're going to mark it just shy of the 50. Got to get to the 45. But that's a good positive play on for. They're going to mark it at the 50. Never mind. You were right, Rob.
Second down. Bellin takes a snap, rolls right, throws right, has Ratcliffe down the sidelines, and the defender was with him step by step, and the ball got popped up in the air. Ratcliffe was looking for it to bring it back in, couldn't find it, incomplete.
It's good pass, just good coverage, Rob. That's, I mean, what can you do?
Third down. Still in the first quarter, Griffins lead 7-0. 3.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Rough Riders looking for only their second Ray Jones first down.
Bellin has it, hand off to Bluford, and Bluford has nowhere to go. His legs are moving, he's trying, but he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to give him, Chris, I think they're going to let him go across the middle of the field, but just slightly.
And fourth and a big fat 4, and they're at least bringing the punt unit on. And I guess I agree with that. You know, if you get 2 or 3, then maybe you're able to go for it. But this yet another punt for the Riders.
Ball in midfield, and the Riders ring with Joppa out to punt. He'll punt it from around the 40. Oh, it's a fake punt, and the Riders are going to do a fake punt. Flags on the play. The intended receiver, I'm trying to get his number for you right now. Number 12 for the Riders is Jacalen Barnes. Now we'll check the flags.
While they're looking at the flags, Shires, did you see that play? I was caught between camera angles. How did that work?
There's a pass. I mean, I was kind of in the middle of doing something too.
Rob, how'd that go down?
So the fake punt, they just short snapped it.
Do a fake
and
punt.
The referees are calling interference against the Griffins, which means first down Riders.
That's a Ray Jones first down on a trick play, but it was a long pass, right? It wasn't a short pass, let him run.
No, it's going to be about a 20-yard pass.
That's an unusual play. I mean, most of your fake punts are runs or quick throws. But that was, they cocked that rifle and shot a long way downfield. Interesting.
So a 15-yard penalty, and then the Riders will have a Ray Jones Chevrolet first down at 35-yard line. And there's good penetration by the defense. Bellin gets the ball out just as the defenders get to him, and they knock him down. He's kind of slow to get back up. He's all right, but he was hit pretty good. He takes a moment to catch his breath, and then they'll come back to the line of scrimmage on second down for the Riders. But, I mean, that time the defense came back there in a hurry.
Shires, I don't think he's been sacked this year. Has he been sacked?
Not that I can think of. Maybe, I don't know, there might have been a run where he was just short.
All right. Ball thrown and caught out to the left side. Nicely done. Barnes catches it on the left side and all the way up to the 20-yard line. So good play by the Riders. It'll be a first down at the 21.
Nicely done. Almost to the red zone. Ray Jones first down.
All right. Ray Jones first down for the Riders at the 21. Quick snap. Ball's caught behind the line of scrimmage. Take off again. Johnson has it and walks in the end zone.
And Johnson casually tosses the ball to the umpire and says, I expected to do that. Well done, Riders. Well called, well played. 3 first downs, 6 55-yard drive, and it didn't take long to do it.
21-yard touchdown reception from quarterback to Timothy Johnson, and the extra point unit comes out to try to tie it up. Bellin is the holder. Snap, kick, good. Well done. And we have a tied ball game, ladies and gentlemen, in the first quarter with 2:23 on the clock.
Let's have a look at that. I think I got it captured. We'll see what happens here, fellas. And we're going to drop back. We're going to throw it out, break a couple of tackles, and just get into the end zone.
Thank you, Center Glass, for that replay. You see things through glass. We'll be right back with the end of the first quarter after this.
Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a third generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make 'em shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, where do you take it?
I don't know where.
Great thing about Center Rough Rider football is the Forge, where Center people go to get in shape, is one of our sponsors all year long. Thank you to Danbert Column on the square at the Forge.
We Chapo lined up for the kickoff. The Shelby Savings Bank kickoff goes to the 28-yard line. Return man gets up to the 35, 36-yard line before he's brought down. So a short return. And here we go, where the Center Rough Rider defense comes in, see if they can't limit and get the ball back before the end of the quarter. 2:18 here in the first quarter, and it's tied up 7-7.
Recap, both teams end up stopping and causing punts in the first three drives. And then both teams scored 7-7 with 2:18 to go in this first quarter.
A little razzle-dazzle from the Riders.
Yeah.
Fake punt draws a penalty flag, and it sets the Riders up for their 21-yard touchdown. Delafield for the Griffins throws the ball out. It's tipped in the air. The receiver tips it off his fingers, and unfortunately no defender around to bring it in. Second down after the incomplete pass.
Well, stingy defense on pass defense and on run defense so far for the Riders.
Lined up at the 36-yard line, handoff up the middle. Defenders are back there in a hurry to break that run up. And the first man to hit him doesn't make the tackle, but slows him and spins him, and the rest of the defense descends upon him. Got about a yard. We'll call it 3rd and 9. And Delafield back to throw. Has a man on the left. Ball is caught at the 50-yard line at midfield for a first down for the Griffins. Jared Jackson bringing that in. First down and 10. Delafield back to throw. Now throws to the right. Has a man on the sidelines. Ball is caught. And for about a 7-yard pickup.
They kind of got the short passing game going, playing in front of the Rider defense.
No huddle, moving the ball, run. Keeps the defense back on their heels. And Riders have seen that played that kind of offense as well. This time, very close to the first down.
Oh, I thought they had it.
And they do. They move the sticks. At the 40-yard line, 1st and 10, at the Griffins moving the ball down the field. Fake, throw, ball is caught out on the left-hand side at the 32-yard line.
Another about 7-yard pass.
Yeah, 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3. And they're going to run the ball to the right. Now turn it up and the defenders stand him up.
Riders got it.
Loose.
Because of a big hit. Who was the hit? Was that 21? Cody Atkinson?
Of course it's Cody Atkinson. It's kind of like you said, Tim, when there's a big hit, you assume it's Cody, and then if it's somebody else, and you correct yourself.
Yeah, he hurt somebody's feelings and knocked the ball out. Well done. A stop that was needed, Mr. Payne, because that offense was clicking.
Offense was moving, and just a big hit by the Riders. First down after the first turnover of the game, and the Riders have caused a turnover, got the ball back, and from the 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
And I apologize to all the Cody Atkinson fans out there. I did not capture that on for a highlight, but it will be a play of the half nominee for me.
All right, they're going to hand off, and Bluford has it, lowers his head, runs, punches through, gets about 4 yards.
That's more like it. The 4 yards, you can live with that on first down. Second, negotiable.
Second down, no huddle offense. Riders are going to try this as well. Handoff again. Bluford stumbles up to the 40-yard line, falls forward and gets it. It's going to be 3 yards short of the first down.
Mm-hmm.
3rd down and 3, and now we've picked up 7 yards and 2 runs.
And it sounds like, there you have a chance to do play action, and they might actually bite.
3 receiver trips right. They put Bluford on the left. Bellin fakes, and then back to pass and throw, and the defense is back there in a hurry.
Oh, he gets by him.
So Bellin is going to just keep it and run and turns nothing into something and is out of bounds around the 50-yard line. Well done, first down, Riders.
How about that? His speed was the answer.
And exactly a really good decision. Under pressure, he had 5 jerseys back there, 5 white jerseys back there with him, so the Griffin defense smelled blood, and Bellin just outran him. First down for the Riders. Out of the shotgun. Three receivers right.
We talked.
Flag comes in.
We talked about multiple times, and we talked about the coach's show. Bellin's such a smart player. He's not. I don't think he's going to do what Cash did and go 80 yards, but he's not going to lose yards either, and he's going to get first down to move the chains, just like you saw right there.
We've got some kind of motion penalty, false start, so it's a 5-yard penalty against the Riders. It'll be first down and 15. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line. 29 seconds to go in the quarter. All right, they give to Bluford. Bluford lowers his head and still on his feet, still pushing, and has a yard.
Yeah, a lot of work for that yard.
Yep. So second down and 14, Chris.
But unless we're in a real hurry, we'll be able to talk about second and 14 as we go to the end of the first quarter. We will go and hear from some of our sponsors here on week 3. A 7-7 tie, Rough Riders against the Griffins. We'll be back.
So, Billy Don, tell us about Brookshire Brothers.
Well, they got just about everything. Got good produce section, a fine meat market, and oh, that chicken. Winner, chicken dinner. And the pharmacist is great, and the people there make it worthwhile. They always got specials if you pay attention. And that manager, he's a nice fella. And the thing is, you can shop at Brookshire's day or night. A lot more night after daylight savings.
Brookshire Brothers Center.
This is McAdams Propane, and this is CEO Josh McAdams. That's him on the cover of Texas Propane Magazine as the president of the state organization. He knows a thing or two about propane. He learned from his dad and his grandfather before him. Whether your business depends on propane or just your outdoor kitchen, McAdams puts the needs and the safety of their customers in first. It's McAdams Propane.
It's hard.
All right, buddy, welcome back. Get ready to start the second quarter. It's a 7-7 ball game. Now let's go to the voice of the center of Rough Riders, Mr. Rob Payne.
All right, so we did the flip-flop. Teams flip-flop, ends of the field. Riders second down and 14, had a motion penalty, and then they just got a yard on a run. Trips left, and handoff. Bluford hit and knocked backwards at the line of scrimmage.
I am just not a fan of that. I don't like that play.
Yeah,
what about it do you not like?
It's a draw play, and again, I don't like it when you give the ball to the running back without a running start. I just don't like that.
Okay.
And it didn't fool. I mean, it didn't fool them. They were ready.
All right, on third down, 3 receivers left, and Bellin under some pressure. He wants to run, and
nice stiff arm, baby.
And then out of bounds, but
hit too far to go.
Short of the first down. In fact, he only got back to the original line of scrimmage a little bit more.
They marked him out. He didn't get it. His run finished after he'd gone out of bounds.
4th and 9.
All right. Well, that's probably going to bring.
Did y'all see that stiff arm though?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
He Heisman the guy.
That's right. So the Huichapa comes in, standing at his own 35-yard line for the punt on 4th down, and Wichita getting plenty of practice tonight on punting as both defenses are managing to keep the ball out on the field rather than the end zone.
See how he got it, put it away from their returner.
Nice punt, bounces around the 20 and then goes out of bounds. So a good special teams play by the Center Rough Riders. With 11-17 here in the second quarter, we have a tie game 7-7.
And you know, the deal is on this kicking, directional kicking is what it's all about. You close down half the field, maybe 2/3 of the field.
Yeah.
But you remember the 100-yard kickoff return last week?
Yes.
The reason was the kicker missed the part of the field he was aiming at.
Hey, we got a special story for one of our sponsors, Center Tire. We're going to tell you all about that here in a few minutes. But this just tells you what kind of business Center Tire is.
Happened today.
First down, Griffin's back to throw, and in a crossing pattern, incomplete. And the Griffins have tried that several times, and no success this time. Second down and 10. Brings up second down. Back to pass again. Turn right, throw, ball caught, and the defenders are there in a hurry to shut it down.
Oh, my gosh, that receiver is
still on his feet. Still on his feet, and finally falls forward.
Man.
Good athletic move by that receiver.
He pushed for a first down.
He
did.
That's crazy.
And made the first down.
I thought that was going to be like a 2-yard gain.
Wow, that's the hustle play of the game so far.
That was incredible.
First and 10. Going to keep the ball in the air. Off the hands of the receiver in another crossing pattern. Incomplete, second down and 10.
Those receivers are going to tell them, don't leave me like that. Would bring number 21 back there. I like my head.
All right, on second down, after the incomplete pass, and now the referee comes out. Said they need to adjust where the ball is.
Can you give us just a second to adjust the ball, please?
Please, sir.
Right around the 31-yard line, second down. Two receivers on each side for the Griffins. Now they put number 21 in motion from right to left, and they load up the left-hand side. And the quarterback still has his receiver shifting, and now the ball is snapped. Flag comes out. Quarterback keeps the ball, runs around the left-hand side, crosses the line of scrimmage, and is tackled. But a flag in the backfield, and I'm wondering if that final move by the receiver is he moved forward, and they're going to get a motion penalty.
I thought it was a blocking foul.
Oh, it's a hold.
Yes, that's what I thought. That's interesting, because they got very few yards on that, but I guess we are going to take it.
Yeah, I was tempted to think might decline that as well and bring up third down and 10. But second down and a little more than 20 is good too.
When you believe in your defense and get a stop back here, makes a big difference. So a holding penalty against the Griffins backs them up 10 yards, second down and 20. And Delafield back to throw on that crossing pattern. The ball is completed at the 35-yard line. So they're going to be about 5 yards away from the first down. Third down and 5. Quarterback rolling right, throwing. Has a receiver who reaches out and catches it, but then is down and he's short of the first down.
Had to get to the 36.
Had to get to the 41.
41.
And he got to about the 39. He's about 2 yards short.
They're going to go for this. This is an interesting call.
Decision time. 10 minutes to go, second quarter. Tie game. 4th and 2 from the 39 of their own 39. Big play either way for either team.
Delafield getting signal in from the coach.
Yeah, got to watch out. Don't get drawn offside.
That's right. On fourth down and short, there's a snap, handoff, and he's got it. He's right at the line of scrimmage and right at the down marker.
Yeah,
but,
he's going to get it by a good 2 yards.
About a yard, yeah. So first down.
Gutsy call, guys.
Gutsy
call.
First down, and the Griffins are ready to snap again. Handoff, and nope, quarterback keeps it. He's going to design quarterback run and scampers up for about 5 yards.
Good call.
Second down and 5 for the Griffins, close to midfield with 9:23 here in the second quarter. Tie ball game 7-7. Now the referees are saying, hold on, timeout Center. So the Center Rough Riders say, let's slow things down a minute. The Griffins are on the roll. We're going to use one of those coveted timeouts, and we'll call it at 9:18 here in the second quarter.
Portacool. Portacool. Peak cooling. Intelligent control.
Batters Law Firm is proud to be a third-generation law firm serving the injured people of East Texas since 1964. Batters has settled thousands of cases and paid out over $25 million to clients from settlements in the past 2 years. Visit one of their locations for your free, no-appointment consultation and let the Batters team implement their proven approach that incorporates treatment and recovery while maximizing settlements and payouts. Batters Law Firm, serving you in Nacogdoches, Lufkin Center, and Houston. Remember, when it matters, call Batters. 833-BATTERS. 833-BADDERS.
We got the Farmer State Bank show, halftime show coming up. I'd like to thank our pregame, halftime, and postgame sponsors across the Wellington Shire's Pierce Productions tonight. They include Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Hope Medical, Ray Jones Chevrolet, Farmer State Bank, Elite Hair Design, Wiggins Farmers, Blake Furniture, and Aurora Concepts.
On 2nd down and 5, the Griffins keep it on the ground and get a couple of yards. Well, maybe just a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Barely got anything on that.
Yep, 3rd down and 4. Defense needs to tighten up right here, get a stop, hand off again, and the defense is right there to shut them down at midfield, and we'll see what the call will be. It's going to be another 4th down and 2 in the middle of the field, and I see no personnel changes.
They were going to go for it last time. You go for it here.
You do. So 4th down and 2, they're going to keep it right here. Got a man in motion, and they fake it, throw it.
No,
and the Riders take it over on downs. So the ball is caught right at the line, right behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense is there to shut it down.
Timothy Johnson's the one that put his arms around him and hugged him and said, "No, sir."
Let's have a quick look at that, fellas. Whoop! I got to get it put in. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I'll get it down here in a second. I get so excited. That was such an exciting play.
First down Riders after taking over on downs after the Rider defense keeps the Griffins from converting a 4th down and 2. Riders have the ball at their own 49-yard line with 8:34 to go here in the second quarter. Tie ball game 7-7. Both teams evenly matched. All right, here's Bellin calling for the snap out of the shotgun. Bluford standing next to him.
Well,
and the referees
are getting it set.
Pick the ball up, and then they're going to, false start against the Riders.
I didn't see it. Where was it?
I didn't either. 5-yard penalty. Second motion penalty for the Riders tonight. First down and 15. Ball on the 44-yard line. 3 receivers right-hand side, loaded up. Bellin has it, looking. Fakes left, throws left, has Timothy Johnson,
nice
and the ball
catch.
is caught. Inbounds. Well done, center Rough Riders at the 16-yard line.
T.J. Bellin to Timothy Johnson's kind of becoming a magic act. Every game, and it's only been 3. That's a new connection. They never hooked up at all before this year, but boy, it's been something so far.
Loaded up the right side and threw it left. Already ready to snap. Hand off to Bluford. Nope. And the quarterback keeps it, and he's going to get sacked.
Well,
Bellin is sacked at the.
There's the first sack.
Yeah, 26-yard line.
Pretty convincing sack. That's the worst kind. Not just a sack, but lost a whole bunch.
Yeah.
2nd down and about 18.
So it looks like I'm not sure. I didn't see which team called the timeout.
Okay,
all right,
charge to the Griffins.
Called their timeout.
We'll
Coach says, let's talk about it in a minute. We'll take a break here as well.
Yeah, I'll keep it here and tell you a little bit about the Farmer State Bank halftime show. We start with the East Texas Auto Motor halftime analysis with the counselor and the colonel. Colonel Matt Gregory is going to come up and tell us really surprising defensive struggle. I figured by now we'd have at least 50 points on the board. Then after that, the band will be brought to you, and the Chaparrals by Bounds Insurance. We'll get to hear a little bit from them and watch them, and got to make sure that we get a microphone out the window so you can hear them as well. Then we have the Borders Up Close and Personal with our Chaparral sponsor, Courtney Mayfield. That'll be after the center band and Chaparrals play. So All that's coming up here in the Farmer State Bank halftime show in just about 8 game minutes.
Meanwhile, here in the second quarter, the Riders are down here after a Ray Jones first down from Bellin to Johnson. It's now after the sack, second down at about 18. Bluford going right up the middle, lowers his head and gets up to the 23-yard line.
Well, it gets a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of it back.
Now it's 3rd and more than 10. Of course, we've got a field goal kicker. And if they can, is there another flag down? End of the play flag.
We hear at the end of the play, we've got a flag on the field. Ooh, 15-yard penalty.
A face mask penalty
against the Griffins.
That came at the right time. That's only the second penalty of the night for the Griffins that I remember, but they've both been huge.
One. Yeah.
So it gives the Riders a Ray Jones first down at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, Ray Jones first down in the State Farm red zone. Thank you, Chris Mayfield.
All right. They load up the left-hand side. They fake it to Bluford, and then Bellin is going to scramble.
That's a nifty run right there, guys.
He can see the end zone. He wants it so bad, and he would have had it, but he got ankle tackled inside the 10-yard line.
Where he kept from getting sacked or losing yardage. That was all on him, and, man, what a great play.
Second down from the 9. They can make a first down without scoring. It's a 7-7 ball game. The Riders can take the lead if they can break it into the end zone from here. Yeah. Riders kind of slow the game down a little bit, turn to the sidelines, and get a play called in. Here we go. We've got Bellin with Bluford next to him. 2 receivers either way. Bellin rolls left. The defenders are back there, scrambling, throwing, has a man in the end zone, but it's above his head and intended for Timothy Johnson. He had a defender right there with him, but the ball really wasn't even catchable.
Right, that was a throwaway.
Yeah,
and just realized that wasn't going to work. You don't want to lose yardage because right now your field goal kicker is looking at about a 27-yard field goal, very much within his range. And in a game like this, a defensive struggle like this, 3 points might be very important down the road.
So on 3rd down and 7, give to Bluford. He kind of slips down as he heads to the right-hand side. And it's going to bring up 4th down, and they'll bring Wichapa in for that field goal Chris has been talking about.
Yeah, got another yard closer, though, so it'll be about a 26-yarder. And
all right.
Big opportunity.
6.5 minutes here in the second quarter. And the field goal unit comes in to take a shot. 26-yard field goal. All right, he lines up for it. There's the snap. There's the kick. It's up. It's good. 3 more points for the Riders. They take the lead with 6:09 here in the second quarter. 10-7 in the Ranch, Rough Rider Stadium.
All right, we're going to go back. I think we're going to see the Tim Johnson big catch that sets us up for. We got a flag on the play. Hold on. Hold your horses.
Uh-oh. So we've got a penalty on the field goal. Mr. Whitehat's going to talk to us here.
Oh, it's a personal foul. Will we take the points off the board?
Do you take the points off the board?
Yeah, I think you do.
So it's a personal foul. It's going to be 1st and goal. Half the distance, maybe. Let's see
that's
how
what
they're going to mark it.
Coach is making sure he knows exactly what the deal is. So there's an old rule you don't take points off the board, but I don't know.
Yeah, you do here.
All right.
That's half the distance.
So it'll be half the distance to the goal. So they'll have the ball 1st to goal inside the 5-yard line.
That'll be a Ray Jones first down by penalty. And instead of a 3-point, let's see if they can punch it in, Rob.
At the 3-yard line, 1st and goal, handoff. They're going to let Bluford try. He hits the middle, and he gets awfully close. Awfully close. He's going to be up about as close as you can get without getting in around the 1-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. Yeah. And another run like that, we'll have it.
They're marking it actually a little closer than the 1, so two or 3 more tries for that.
We just need 1. And they may just let Bellin run it in.
Yes, they are. He's going to walk in.
So Bellin fakes a handoff to Bluford and then rolls around to the left and walks into the end zone.
And that proves the rule. You always take points off the board. Always do that.
Here in the second quarter with 5:41 on the clock, a personal foul allows the Riders to try that scoring opportunity again and get in the end zone after a 1-yard run from their quarterback. And the extra point unit comes out with Huichapa on a try.
Oh, wow. That ball
a tough snap, but he gets it in.
I think he just didn't handle it right, but we still get it. He
golfed
it up off the board. So that's good. Riders up 14-7. As we go to commercial break, we will see the big play from Tim Johnson that sets up the touchdown. You see, we got him. He's right there, and just right at the last second, he gets that separation. So, folks, with that, it's brought to you by Center Glass. We'll hear from a couple sponsors, and we'll be right back.
So, Billy Don, tell us about Brookshire Brothers.
Well, they got just about everything. Got good.
Everybody, welcome back. It's time for our Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. And we are, I'm not sure what the holdup is, but this is the most delay we had between plays all game long.
Well, the ball's not even teed up on the 40-yard line yet.
That gives us time to talk about some of our special sponsors, Chris Wallington.
Yes, we got Mooney's Emporium. It brings us part of every game. And it's time to shop. It's kind of time to start thinking about Christmas presents. And when you get there, Mooney's Emporium is a must-stop.
But football season, when you have your gatherings, you go to Mooney's Emporium. They've got special stuff that you can put on your meats. They've got stuff that you can roll into a cheese ball. They've got just, hot honey, cinnamon, or hot honey that you can put on stuff.
Yeah, I can tell you're a fan of this.
Oh, it's just too much. There's everything you can imagine.
So right before the game begins, one of the guys from KTBS TV, ABC Channel 3 Shreveport, they're here to kind of cover the
Sabine River Showdown. Showdown. No, Shootout is the thing in Dallas.
Oh, okay.
The Red River Shootout is in Dallas. The Sabine River Showdown is in Center and in Stonewall.
Kicks up. Oh, trouble fielding that kick. They get to the 26, fall on it. So really no returns to speak of for the Griffins.
So anyway, what happened? What with this guy?
So what happens is he says, hey, my tire has a nail in it. I don't think it's going to get me back home. Does anyone have an air pump?
Well, yeah.
And I said, well, I have an air pump, but I think I can fix you up. So I called Sean Crouch.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, we take house calls.
Who does Sean Crouch work for?
Center Tire. He's the manager there at the center plant. So that guy's getting his tire fixed while we speak.
While the game is going on.
Talk about service. That's Center Tire, Rob.
Go ahead, Rob.
After the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff, 1st and 10 for the incomplete pass for the Griffins now with 5:35 here in the second quarter. The Riders go ahead 14-7, and on first down, incomplete for the Griffins. It'll be second down, and the line of scrimmage at the Griffins' 27-yard line. Out of the shotgun, handoff, running back gets to the 29-yard line, 30-yard line, and it'll be third down. So the Rider defense has an opportunity to shut that down right now.
Did we ever decide what is it when there's a bunch of riders? Is it a posse of riders?
Gaggle.
A gaggle? There was a posse of riders.
Squadron.
A squad of riders.
All right.
Oh, nice catch.
So a nice catch by the Griffins. Riders' initial hit slows them down, but the tackle had been made. Receiver stays on his feet. It's a yard or two more, but it's a first down for the Griffins from the 44-yard line.
I think we call that a contested catch there.
Well, here's another catch that is bobbled by the receiver. He just tipped off his fingers. Really wanted to have that back, but it'll be incomplete, second down.
Who's number 6 and number 21 for them?
For who?
For the Griffins.
Number 6 for the Griffins is Chaz Martinez. And who else?
Number 21.
Cole Corey.
They have done, but between them, the receiver damage has been really from those two sources.
Chaz is a bad man. I give him that.
All right. Out of the shotgun, back to snap, throw around across the middle of the field, caught. Nice catch by the Griffins up around the Rider 30-yard line where he's finally brought down.
Ratcliffe had his arms all over the ball, but again, number 6 goes up and makes that play.
Chaz Martinez brings it in for his team. And so it's first down in the Riders' end of the field, just shy of the 30-yard line. Back to pass, throw. Delafield's pass headed towards the end zone, and it is no good. Ruled at the pylon, no good, incomplete.
Who do we have out there? Let's get that number for the Riders because that was great coverage.
His shirt is bunched up. Can't see it, but I'm going to guess it's Timothy Johnson. I don't know. Nope, number 7.
And number 4.
Yeah, this Jacaden Rogers is back there. Oh, the quick run right up the middle. Man, it's going to be a touchdown.
And now the Griffins take off on the ground this time and head off to the end zone. Touchdown, Griffins.
And that's how they do it. While we were still talking about the near reception, they hand off the ball, and, kind of before you're ready, they go to town.
4:35 in the second quarter, and the Griffins are 1 point away from tying it up. Extra point unit comes out. Here's the extra point unit. There's the snap. The kick is up. And another extra point is made. 14-14 with 4:35 here in the second quarter.
We'll be right back, folks. This is just what we expected. May not be quite as many points, but it is an interesting ball game. We'll be right back.
Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a third generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
Portacool, peak cooling, intelligent control.
You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas has all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the house warming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping and clothes for all year long, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place of East Texas.
All right, everybody, welcome back.
Welcome back to the ranch as the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff is teed up on the 40-yard line after the Griffins score. The ball is caught at the 26, 27-yard line and stopped immediately. And so the Riders will start around their end of the field between the 25 and 30 with 4.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Big stop by the kicking team to no return for the Riders.
Chris Wallington sat down with Coach Meeks and had, we call this a quick take, and we're going to look at that right now.
It has generated some excitement over the last couple of years because of the border in Texas and Louisiana, and North Desoto 2 years ago played in the state finals, and last year played in the state semifinals. So a great program, and so it's about as close to a playoff atmosphere as you're going to get, which is really good for us in non-district football. So.
All right, folks.
It's also brought to you by Center Glass.
Yes.
You look at your quick take, you look at the information through glass. Appreciate Center Glass and an opportunity to do a little extra during the course of the broadcast. Well, Mr. Payne, 14-14 tie. Rough Riders with the ball right there on the 20. A little bit past the 20, almost 80 yards to go. It's a close game. I figured it'd be 28-28 by now, but here we go.
Riders have plenty of time to make something happen here. It'd be nice if they could just do a burn time off the clock and make it down the field, but quick pass will be fine too. And we're going to throw it left, looking, and Johnson has two defenders on him, and two flags come in as Johnson picks himself up off the ground.
It's they just blew it dead because it's a pass interference.
Yeah. So the two flags right at where the Johnson would have come up with the ball, but he ended up on the ground. So
I was getting the camera there a little late. I saw the ball hit the ground. I didn't see the interference. Was it pretty obvious?
It wasn't interference. It was intercepted, I thought.
Yeah, but they interfered with him, knocked him down.
Yeah, clearly interference.
Yep. So interference call. It'll be a first down for the Riders after they mark off the penalty yardage. Riders will have the ball at the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. So a long pass by the Riders, but the Riders have connected on one of those tonight for a great pass to Johnson. Let's try it again. 2 receivers either way. Instead, they give it to Bluford, who picks his hole, has some time, and has an 11-yard run. Nicely done for Bluford for another first down up close to midfield.
It's really only the second time Bluford's been able to really get through the first line of defense.
Don't have time to say very much. Bluford now gets the ball, but the defenders on a hurry-up offense. The defenders come in that time and make the stop. They are there in a hurry, and the offensive line may not have been set.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
The Riders snapped the ball in a hurry, and that may have been detrimental to the Riders because the defense was ready. 2nd down and 13 after a loss of 3. Now the Riders are taking their time for just a minute.
Yeah, you kind of need to with 2nd and 13. You're off schedule. You know, whatever they had planned for the second play, it's probably not legit anymore. But we're down to 8 seconds. We're going to have to snap it pretty quick.
All right. The Riders are going to have to call timeout.
Yeah. You see, Coach realized that wasn't going to happen. So.
Yeah. 2nd timeout of the half for the Riders. Tie game 14-14. 3.5 minutes to go here in the half.
All right, we'll be right back.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make them shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, where do you take it?
I don't know where.
At Watson & Sons, their family serves your family. It begins with their facilities, their inviting and warm chapel, and their elegant lobby, and their unique product room where you can shop for the choices your tribute requires. They've been serving your family at Watson & Sons since Scott built it in 1998, but their family has been serving you for over a century. This is McAdams Propane. And this is CEO Josh McAdams. That's him on the cover of Texas Propane Magazine as the president of the state organization. He knows a thing or two about propane. He learned from his dad and his grandfather before him. Whether your business depends on propane or just your outdoor kitchen, McAdams puts the needs and the safety of their customers in first. It's McAdams.
All right, folks, here we go.
All right, on 2nd down, after the Riders call a timeout and they have an incomplete pass, which is not what they wanted after a timeout, and it brings up 3rd down and 13. Riders need to get this Ray Jones first down here.
That was going to
bring the punt unit out.
That was going to be a tunnel screen to number 12, Jacqueline Barnes, but Barnes unable to bring the ball in, so it's going to set up 3rd and long.
All right, so on 3rd and 13, Riders are taking their time getting the play in, and they've got twin receivers either way. Bluford the backfield. See what they dial up for 3rd and 13. Fake it to Bluford, back to pass, throw, ball is caught, first down.
Oh, it's going to be real close.
Wait a minute. No.
He's going to be just short.
He's going to be short. I thought Johnson was at the marker, but he was not. Going to be about 2 yards short.
Great pass
3 yards.
by Johnson. I mean, a catch by Johnson, though. He was hit by 2 different defenders, and the ball was up high. I thought we might go for it.
4th and 3, and the Riders bring in the punt unit.
Okay.
We've already tried one fake.
Yeah, I don't think the fake punt is, although maybe that's what they're thinking too. Surely they won't fake it.
All right, on 4th down and 13, Riders line up for the punt. And they better snap it in a hurry. There's a snap. Good. Huichapa has it, kicks it away. It's caught on the run at the 23-yard line, and then return is up about 5 yards. And the Griffins will have it around the 28-yard line.
And Matt Missile, number 21, came in and knocked him out of bounds. Oh, Cody Atkinson is something else.
2.5 minutes to go here in the half. We have a tie ball game, 14-14. Riders have to punt, so the Griffins get the ball back. Maybe the Riders can shut it down here in a hurry. First down for the Griffins. This hurry-up offense has worked for them tonight. 2 receivers either way. There's a snap. They fake, throw, and intercepted. In fact, Johnson saw that, but I think most everybody saw the quarterback was throwing to a spot, and the receiver, I think there maybe was a little miscommunication. And the receiver had moved beyond where he was supposed to go.
His second one of the game?
Second turnover.
Yeah, it didn't. No, was it 5 or 3 that I think it was Timothy Johnson that intercepted the first one. He's having another huge game, Mr. Shires.
Yes, he is.
First down, Riders. Intercepted. Just like that at the 24-yard line. After the Timothy Johnson interception, 3 receivers right, trips right. Bellin, snap, handoff, Bluford. Bluford hit again, but falls forward. Oh, ball comes loose. The Griffins come up with the ball, and
they strip him while
and finally brought down, and now a flag comes in. So the ball comes loose. The tackle is made at the Rider 40-yard line, but then there is a flag at the end of the play, and we'll have to check that.
They stood him up in the pile and stripped the ball well enough to where it never hit the ground. They just took it from him. That's the thing when you get stood up like that and you're kind of helpless.
All right, so they're visiting about the flag. Referees are talking about it. Let's see what Mr. Whitehat has to say.
Well, this is a huge turn of events here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in back-to-back plays.
It's a penalty against the Riders.
So the ball's currently on the 40. Are they going to add to that? I don't.
No, it must have been some kind of foul that occurred. Oh, sideline warning, guys.
All right, so 1st and 10 for the Griffins. Handoff, keeping it on the ground. 5, 6, 7-yard run on first down. It'll be 2nd down for the Griffins, keeping it on the ground there. About a 7-yard run, 2nd down and 3. They're ready to go again. Handoff, they're going to try it again, and they've got a 1st down, scrambling inside the Rider 30-yard line.
Look like right over the same right-hand part of the offensive line.
And that's Kenny Thomas, who scored their touchdown, running touchdown, and they're going to keep feeding him the ball. He's getting charged up, now down to the 25, maybe 24-yard line.
Atkinson with the stop there.
Now they slow it down. After a couple of yards, 2nd down and 8, they're going to talk about it for a minute. Now there's a fake, and they're going to throw. Throw it to the left.
Oh, it's well defended.
Towards the end zone.
Well,
and is it intercepted in the end zone?
Yes, it is.
Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh.
Timothy Johnson.
Man, that was what you call
another interception.
Textbook coverage there.
He thought the ball was coming to him.
Timothy has more receptions than anyone on the Griffins except for number 6 and number 21. I mean, that's remarkable. 3 interceptions in one half?
Yeah, how about that?
When does that happen?
Minute 25 to go in the half. The Riders get the ball back after an interception in the end zone. And so, from the 20-yard line, a Ray Jones Chevrolet 1st down for the Riders.
This game's had a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's been spicy here in the first. I'm anxious to see what the Colonel, during our halftime analysis, has to say about it in the Farmer State Bank halftime show.
Here we go, 1st and 10 for the Riders. Handoff Bluford, and he has a 1st down run of about 14, 15 yards. Now they're going for the ball, trying to get him down.
See if that works again.
Yep. 1st down, Riders up around the 35-yard line.
Good Ray Jones 1st down.
Thank you.
1st and 10, minute 9 to go in the half. Tie ball game, 14-14.
Letting a little time run off.
They are. Riders may just work this clock here. We'll see. Belling calls for the snap. Bluford slips a little bit. He's got the ball, though, gets his feet under him, and turns what could have been a disaster into an 7-yard, 8-yard run.
First run was a Ray Jones Chevrolet first down, and the second one almost was. Started with the slip.
It's
second down and 2.
We're taking a lot of time here.
Yeah, 30 seconds ticking down. Not sure.
They will have to snap the ball.
Exactly. They're doing that on purpose. There is a reason for that. I'm just not sure what the reason is.
They're probably going to wait, snap the ball, and try to run this out with 15 seconds left now. Yep, they're going to hand it to Bluford. Bluford has it, and they're going to tackle him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down, but the clock will just run out.
They're going to feel good about
it.
Yeah, all right. One of the things I didn't say we were going to do at the Farmers State Bank halftime show, we will have the Batters Law Firm halftime scoreboard reported from the Bowles Feed Blimp. That's also part of the halftime show coming up, y'all.
Batters Law Firm is proud to be a third-generation law firm, serving the injured people of East Texas since 1964. Batters has settled thousands of cases and paid out over $25 million to clients from settlements in the past 2 years. Visit one of their locations for your free, no-appointment consultation and let the Batters team implement their proven approach that incorporates treatment and recovery while maximizing settlements and payouts. Batters Law Firm, serving you in Nacogdoches, Lufkin Center, and Houston. Remember, when it matters, call Batters. 833-BATTERS. 833-BADDERS.
You're watching the Center Rough Riders versus the North DeSoto Griffins, live from the ranch in Center, Texas, a Wellington Shire's Pierce production. You'll find it on the NetSN Network on YouTube.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Welcome, everyone, to the Farmers State Bank Halftime Show. The show tonight features analysis by Colonel Matt Gregory, Borders Poultry Supply with their Up Close and Personal segment. Tonight, we talk to Chaparral Director Courtney Mayfield Bauman. Also, the Center Rough Rider Band, brought to you by Bounds Insurance. They also bring you a performance live by the Chaparrals. Then Bowles Feed brings you scores from around the area from the Bowles Feed Blimp. And now, Hollywood's original Tarzan, Rob Payne.
Welcome to the Farmers State Bank halftime show. 14-14 ball game here in the Ranch Rough Rider Stadium on a very nice September 13th night, Friday the 13th. We haven't talked about that.
No,
you know
we
that?
haven't. We have not talked about that.
14-14 ball game. Glad you tuned in tonight, and it's time for me and the counselor to come up with the Dairy Queen play of the game. So, do you have a play?
I don't have a play.
You don't have a play. What do you have?
3 plays.
3 plays?
Yes.
Could you be a little more specific, although everybody knows what you're going to say?
Well, the 3 plays have 3 letters, I-N-T, and it begins with number 3.
3-3-3.
That's
How about
right.
that?
That's right.
Timothy Johnson with 3 interceptions tonight. That is our Dairy Queen play of the game. Quite an athlete who has taken the ball away from the Griffins 3 times tonight for the Center Rough Riders. Well done, Timothy Johnson, on our Dairy Queen play of the game. All right, we'll be right back with our Farmer State Bank halftime show, and we'll have Chris Watlington and the Bowles Feed Blimp later in the broadcast, but we'll bring, coming up next, the Center Rough Rider Band.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger. That's what I need.
Ice
cream.
Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they can all get something good. Dairy Queen. We take our cars for granted, but what happens when they won't start, or they won't run, or they won't turn off, or you get the lights on the dash that say something's wrong and you don't know what to do with it? East Texas Auto Care. It's on Tenaha Highway as you leave town on the left, and they can take care of everything. The trained technicians understand the complicated electronics as well as the engine itself. The Mendoza family would love to take care of you and your vehicle at East Texas Auto.
Welcome to the Farmer State Bank halftime show, and now it's time to go to the Bowles Feed Blimp. Our pilot, Chris Watlington, with some scoring updates.
Well, I'm not piloting, but I got the scores from the pilot, and he's somewhere else over some other county game. But here it is in our district. Fairfield leads Brownsboro late second quarter, 19-0. Athens is really putting it on Palestine. It was supposed to be a close game at halftime, 28-7. Bullard sticking with Sulphur Springs, 14-7. Sulphur Springs leads late second quarter when that score. And at halftime, Carthage is working out 31-7 over Liberty Ilo. That's the district scores. Then in the county, Shelbyville will not go quietly. Wescombe with a pretty big, favored by a couple of touchdowns. At halftime, Shelbyville leads 34-28. Timpson behind in the late second quarter, 35-14, according to this.
That's not a huge surprise.
Yeah, Palestine is good and a bigger school, and that's at the halftime. Tenaha is hanging on with Joaquin. Joaquin leads 18-7. And in Larry's game, St. Augustine leading Price Carlisle 40-0 at halftime. And then West Sabine Tigers 38-0 over Hemphill. And Anahuac is putting it on the Garrison Bulldogs 35-7. So the big dogs in Shelby County, they've both gotten some big dogs, and they're struggling. At last glance, Dangerfield was way behind Texarkana Pleasant Grove. That's our opponent next week, but that's not a big surprise. Thank you, Bowles Feed Blimp, for sending us the scores, and thank you, Batters, for being the host of the halftime scoreboard. You know, if your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
And we thank our sponsors, bringing you both Rough Rider and Piney Woods football live streams, Joe's Car Spa, Watson & Sons Funeral Home, Porticool, Blake Furniture, and Batters Law Firm. They all bring us the County Fall Sports to NetSN. All right, here in the press box tonight, we have the counselor and Colonel Gregory with the East Texas Auto halftime analysis.
All right, folks, welcome, Colonel. Glad to see you again. You will get you're enjoying a halftime refreshment. While you're doing that, we're going to run a couple. Our highlights, our halftime highlights, now brought to you by Elite Hair Salon, because Elite Hair Salon provides. They do highlights.
Good luck. They do. Good luck this week. They do.
So we're going to watch those real fast, and then Colonel, we can't wait because there's so much to talk about here in this thing. So here's our first one.
All right, Ray Jones first down for the Riders at the 21. Quick snap. Ball's caught behind the line of scrimmage. Take off again. Johnson has it and walks in the end zone.
And, of course, that was the first touchdown run of the game. And now we'll go to our second highlight.
So 4th down and 2. They're going to keep it right here. Got a man in motion. And they fake it, throw it.
No, yes, Riders!
And the Riders take it over.
That was the huge 4th down stop that we got. Again, Timothy Johnson comes up. He makes 3 interceptions, but he also makes a 4th down tackle. And our final highlight, I believe, is the big pass to Tim. This has been the Timothy Johnson show here in the first half, because I believe our third highlight is the big touchdown that sets up our second score.
Bellin has it, looking, fakes left, throws left, has
Timothy
Johnson,
nice
and the ball is
catch.
caught. Inbound.
And, of course, folks, those highlights are brought to you by Elite Hair Salon, where you can see highlights on Friday night, and you can go there. Ladies, and I guess guys, too, can go get your highlights done there at the Elite Salon. With
I could get some silver highlights.
You bet you could. All right, Colonel, are you ready to do some analysis?
Let's analyze.
All right. 14-14, much less scoring that we've seen in the previous two matchups with these teams, but still a lot of excitement.
Sure, tons of it. Very, North Desoto is a very fundamentally sound football team. They play hard. They play their positions. It's back and forth. The difference in the game could be turnovers if we both weren't equal opportunity providers. If one of us was getting more turnovers than given, then that may be the difference in the game. But it seems like both teams really got stalled by turning the ball over.
Yep.
Playing real good at line of scrimmage is a draw. I think at times we've won it. I think at times they've won it. We've been able to get some pressure on the quarterback, make him move his feet. That really brings down his efficiency. I think we're playing behind our eyes real well on defense, making plays. This little interception down here, right before they snapped the ball, it happened right in front of me. Timothy was directing the slot defender, and he said, "You stay with him." And when I saw him throw the ball deep and the North Desoto people behind start cheering, I just looked and said, that's going to be an interception.
Yeah.
Because Timothy was in perfect position.
He was.
He worked the kid back to the sideline, then he came up and went up with two hands and made a play. Just a tremendous play on his behalf.
Yeah. I called it textbook. I mean,
it really was.
Yeah,
he was wearing that kid's jersey, and he kind of worked him wide and came back to the ball. It was really nice.
What about offense? Offensively, we've done some nice things. I think the run we're seeing. This is the best I've seen our run game do against a quality defense.
Sure, no, they're a real quality defense. They have some pretty sturdy players, real active inside interior defensive linemen, linebacker Scrape and Phil well, and we're getting to them. We're getting hats on hats at times, and we're making plays. I think Bluford's doing a real good job of running behind his eyes, keeping his pads low, and running to daylight. The thing is, the killer for both teams has been turnovers. If we can just take care of the football. I think passing game, we got to shore a few things up there. We've been able to get the ball down deep, but our perimeter stuff's there, and then I think we got some things down the field as well.
Yeah. So what do you think are the keys to the second half? Obviously turnovers, right?
That's the biggest key. If we have a three-key ring, the biggest key on there is take care of the football and get takeaways on defense.
There we go.
Second is continue to run the football to set up the pass, and defensively keep them in front of you. We got to shut that interior run down. So what they do is they go tempo, and they just start running plays, and our kids get tired. And then we get a good play inside. I think that one fumble. I think Cody Atkinson came up and put his chin strap right in somebody's chest, and that kid lost interest in holding that ball real quick.
He did. He hurt his feelings.
Yep. Keep him in front of us. Stop that interior run. We'll be fine.
So, Colonel, do you think it appears to me when they run that tempo, it's almost always a run play. It's very rare do they throw out of that when they get up there like that.
They've done it. They've thrown a few times, and it hasn't been screens. It's been two receiver combos. I think they ran a post dig, and I think they try to run slant benches. And if the kids are there and lined up, he's got to pull the ball down because they're covered. But I can't remember his number. One kid runs real crisp routes, and he's able to get the ball out on time to him. But we've been pretty tight with the coverage in that stuff too. So.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Colonel, as always, it's informative, and I look forward to this. And like I said, this has been a great game. A little bit of everything. Turnovers, big plays, good defense, good offense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Number 6 has been wearing us out. We need to put Tim on him, I think.
For sure. I think our kids just don't need to submit. We need to make them submit. Like George Patton once said, and I used to tell my players when I coached, said, George Patton, I'm not going to use his language, but he said nobody ever won a war dying for their country. They make the other die for theirs. So
exactly right.
Nobody's going to win a football giving it up for the team. You got to make the other guys give it up for theirs.
Well, that's right. We can't think of a way to end the segment any better than that. Thank you, Colonel. We'll see you next Friday night.
Can't wait.
All right, folks. That's the East Texas Automotor halftime analysis. We're going to hear from Farmers Bank. That brings us to halftime show, and we'll be back with the Center High School Band right after this.
The rich tradition of Farmer State Bank. In 1904, a handful of investors put up $25,000. From that initial investment, imagine the generations of lives that have been touched by Farmer State Bank.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American
no, I couldn't possibly.
cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger. That's what I need.
Father.
Ice cream. Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they can all get something good. Dairy Queen.
Portacool, with over 30 years of Portacool, peak cooling, intelligent control.
Welcome back, folks. It's the Farmers Bank Halftime Show. And now it's time to enjoy the pride of Shelby County, the Center High School Marching Band, under the direction of Chris Smith.
All right, everybody, it's time for the Center High School Marching Band. We're going to have the twirling line come out first, and we're going to see if we can't get the camera on them. There we go. Again, the band and the chaparrals are brought to you by Bounds Insurance. It's Buster Bounds. He's been providing insurance since, as long as I can remember, since I was a little kid.
There you have them, the Center High School Twirlers. Now they'll head back to the band. You'll notice the size of the Center Rough Rider band. Stretching from sideline to sideline. All right, here we go. Rough Rider band starts out stretching from the 10-yard line to the middle of the field. Good sound from the band.
Rob, I think Persistent Fanfare is one of the more difficult marches to musically to perform. There's a lot of notes in there.
A lot of notes, a lot of syncopation. But I think the band is up for the challenge as they counter march and start to reverse the field. They went from a diamond-looking pattern into a straight ranks. Now there's another difficult move. When you're on the field and you're marching towards your buddies, you got to be right on the money. Band in 8 long ranks. 2 drum majors lead them on the field. Now the band tightens it up.
Starting to see a good bit of the contest routine.
The band practices a lot, just like all the other groups do as well. And the band will have a UIL marching contest sometime, generally in October.
This seems to be really intricate, Rob, more so than a lot of years. We're going to end it in an X. Folks, that's the pride of Shelby County, the Center High School marching band here at halftime. Brought to you by Bounds Insurance. We're going to hear from a quick little deal, and we'll be back with the Chaparrals right after this.
I hope you enjoyed the performance of the Center High School Rough Rider Band.
Now it's time for the Sweethearts of Shelby County, the Chaparrals.
All right, we see when the band exits the field, but the Chaparrals will stay on. And here come the other ladies coming out. We'll hear from the sponsor for the Chaparrals, Courtney Bauman, in our up close and personal as soon as they're finished, which is brought to you by Borders Poultry Supply. All right, folks, that's the Sweethearts of Shelby County brought to you by Bounds Insurance. We're from Bounds, and we'll go right into our up close and personal, which is going to be the Chaparral sponsor, Courtney Bauman.
For most Center Rough Rider fans, Center, Texas is home. And when you think of home, it brings thoughts of places that have been there.
Communicating with the girls, letting them know what routines they need to be reviewing and things like that.
So they kind of help you run it and really do.
They run it. They run it. I'm here to supervise.
Okay. And, well, I know that I won't get you to try to list everybody, but tell me who your officers are.
My officers are Laura Ann Skull, Braylon McCaffrey, Giselle Alalde, Kira Henson, and Genesis Odo.
And Laura has been captain since she was sophomore or something?
Sophomore. This is Lala's 3rd year as captain.
So she knows what's going on.
She does. She knows what's up.
Well, it's a good-looking group. Tonight, as we listen to you, most likely you have just performed. Remind us, what will the routine be?
This week we're doing a palm to something about a party.
A good song, a party song.
A party song. It really works. And I cannot recall the title. So,
Perfect.
A little party. That's what it's called.
Okay. There we go.
A palm to a little party.
And now we know. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, that concludes our halftime show this evening. I'd like to thank our halftime sponsors, beginning with Farmer State Bank, which is our title sponsor, along with Borders Poultry, Elite Hair Design, East Texas Automotive, and Bounds Insurance. We'll hear from those folks when we come back. It'll be the second half.
For most Center Rough Rider fans,
when you need supplies for your poultry farm, remember Borders Poultry Supply on Highway 87 South here in Center. The folks at Borders Poultry are ready to help you with parts for your brooders, chore time and rock cell feeders, and new drinker systems. Do you need a new incinerator? Are you ready for a new litter barn or compost shed? Do you need some updates on your poultry farm? Call 598-6297. Borders Poultry Supply, builders of quality poultry houses.
Everybody, it's time for the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff here as we get ready to start in the second half.
14-14 ball game as the third quarter is about to begin. Riders will get the ball to start. Ball teed up on the 40-yard line. Looking at your TV from left to right. Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. Moments away.
I wonder if
here we go.
I wonder if getting the ball to start the second half was why we kind of sat on the ball at the last minute.
Riders take it at the 15 up to the 20-25, making another move, slung around and get to the 27, 28-yard line. Riders will start 1st and 10. This series, thank you for tuning into our broadcast tonight. What a great halftime show and a lot of good entertainment, which is yet another reason to attend the games live, but if you can't.
That Courtney Bowman is something else.
Yeah, she's a good interview, isn't she?
I know, and you called her. She said, I saw her right after that, and she said you called her right after she got finished doing a cooking lesson.
Yeah.
Because she's the hospitality person up there.
And she had just said, everybody get one potato apiece. And then she looked at me and said, let's get started.
Right.
First down for the 29-yard line, handoff to Bluford, and Bluford has nowhere to go and then scrambles back to try it again, and the Griffins tackle him with a pretty good loss.
Yeah, that's about a 10-yard
like a 10-yard
loss.
Yeah, it's going to be second down and 20 back around the 19-yard line, so we haven't seen that tonight.
No, you don't want that.
No.
There was a sack, but this was worse than the sack. I was showing the crowd over there. North Desoto brought a lot of folks.
They did.
Almost as many folks as they have on the team.
Second down and 20 for the Riders, and they're going to have to get some of this back. They hand off to Bluford again, and Bluford spin move and was going to get a little more, but somebody grabbed him by the ankle and pulled him down.
That's a good gain on 1st and 10. It's not such a good gain on 2nd and 20. And I'm bringing up 3rd and 18.
Yep. Third down and long for the Riders after what they thought would be a promising start. Three receivers to the right. And the ball is thrown out, but there is some kind of miscommunication between the quarterback and Johnson, and so it's going to bring up 4th down, and unfortunately the Riders will have to punt, something they have had good practice at tonight. Both teams have.
Yeah, lots of punts. This game was supposed to be explosive because, we were basing it on the other games.
Yep.
And on, the scouting report. And
well, there's been lots of explosive plays.
Yeah.
I mean, the defenses have stood up when necessary.
With Chapa standing at his 10-yard line. A little bit of a high snap, but he brings it in no problem. An end-over-end kick that's going to land around midfield and go out of bounds. And so the Griffins will have really good field position to start their first possession of the second half in this tied 14-14 ball game.
I think that's really, if there was one definite advantage in the game by either team, it's going to be the Griffins have enjoyed much better field position than the Rough Riders.
That's true, and that's in a close game like that, that can be the difference maker.
1st and 10 for the Griffins from the Rider 48-yard line. They're going to keep it on the ground, and the Griffins on their first run get about 11 yards. So it'll be a Ray Jones first down for the Griffins.
And even though the Rough Rider defense has been pretty stingy against the run, I think the Griffins' run's been more effective.
And the Griffins are going to keep it rolling, as we heard the Colonel talk about it. And with second effort, that running back did not go down. He went down into the end zone. Touchdown, Griffins.
Yeah, broke 2 tackles on his way.
2 plays on their first drive, and the Griffins are into the end zone and to go ahead of the Center Rough Riders here in the third quarter.
Both running plays, and pretty dominant running plays.
Yes. All right, so the Griffins have 20 and they're trying to make it 21.
It's blocked.
The kick is good, and it goes up. That's a high kick. Goes on forever. And a flag comes in right at the end. As the teams are moving away, a flag comes in.
I thought we blocked it because I thought there was a little scrum around there, but I guess not.
We're going to check and see what this is, though. They signaled good, so 21-14.
Right.
And now we'll check the penalty. Offsetting penalties, some kind of unsportsmanlike against both teams.
Well,
offsetting.
There was a scrum going on, and I thought that's what it was. But anyway, we'll take a break. Riders up, or Riders down now, 21-14.
Happy Tales Adoption Center is now the animal shelter of Shelby County, and their promise and mission is to improve. Happy Tales Adoption Center is now the animal shelter of Shelby County, and their promise and mission is to improve and protect the lives of animals in our community and to alleviate their suffering and abuse. Every week during the ball game, you'll have a Happy Tales Adoption Center Minute, where we will feature a couple of the wonderful animals up for adoption at Happy Tales Adoption Center. Also remind everyone how you can donate and become a foster or even volunteer if you have the opportunity. It's Happy Tales Adoption Center, the animal shelter of Shelby County, just east of Center. My name is Spark.
All right, folks, here we go. It's a Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. Riders are going to get it.
It's a high kickoff.
Oh, fumble ball. It's on the turf.
It's a high kickoff fielded at the 15-yard line as Ratcliffe's going down. Ball comes loose.
There were 3 Griffins right there. It would shock me if we still have it. Oh, my goodness.
Riders retain.
Oh, fellas, we were incredibly lucky there because that ball came out and it bounced around for a good bit, and there were 3 white jerseys all around it, and somehow a purple jersey ended up with the football.
Riders maintained possession.
We need to find out during the Rick Meek show who it was that recovered that, because that's a huge turn of events.
Griffins go ahead of the Riders here early in the third quarter, 21-14. Riders on the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff get the ball 33-yard line, 1st and 10. Riders are set with 3 receivers on the right-hand side. Nope, twins either way. And they're going to pass. Ball's thrown and caught. And then up to the 40-yard line. Finally, moved out of bounds, so about a 7-yard pickup.
Throws to number 9, Eli Olivas.
That's the kind of gain you want on first down. Second 3, you can work with.
That's right. 2nd down and 3. Bluford now.
You mean that's better than 2nd and 18?
A lot better.
Wait, number 15 running the ball for the Riders.
What?
Hold on.
That'd be great.
No, that's not right. That's not right. No,
Okay.
sorry.
That would be surprise.
No, it's Bluford, 32.
But he only got 1. 3rd down and 2. Big play.
3rd down and 2 for the Riders. They fake it, and now under pressure, scrambling, and tackled. Bellin is tackled, ankle tackled, just couldn't get away from him, and a big sack for the Griffins inside the Rider 30-yard line.
Yeah, that's huge. Good play. Their pass rush has been a factor tonight, but boy, that time Bellin had no chance to do anything but run for his life.
Griffins came out hot here in the second half and seemed to have the Riders' number for a little bit, but
little flummoxed.
Yep. Riders bring in the punt unit. Huichapa standing at the 15-yard line, moving backwards on their last couple of drives. Riders need another good punt. And it's a low punt, but it's going to be fielded at the 46-yard line up around midfield and now out of bounds around the Rider 47. That's where the Griffins will start. Couple of possessions with really good field position, short fields, 8:48 here in the 3rd quarter.
I want to say a big thank you to Rough Rider Oil and Lube. They have the matchup on the big marquee board, and the score, win or lose, will be there for people as they leave, and it'll be up for the week. Also, a very dependable place for a very important thing, keeping your car lubricated, Rough Rider Oil and Lube.
All right, Griffins come to the line of scrimmage. Run the ball, just pound the middle, and a little extra effort. They had it at the line of scrimmage, and then he punched in and got 3 yards, 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, I thought the Rough Riders had them really limited, and he popped through.
All right, they're going to run it again, keep it on the ground, just pushing. Griffins having a lot of success running the ball here in the second half.
Fumble.
And the ball comes loose, and the Riders have it.
Somebody stripped that, not sure who. Jamarian Smith is going to be the one who recovers it. Big number 14.
Yeah, let's see what. Let me get it on here. I've got it. We'll see what. Sorry about that. Hold on. I've got it. I captured it. We'll see what happens. If I can get it done in here quick enough, but I believe I will.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see what happens.
All right, let's do it. Here it goes. Well, I may not have got it all. Looks like it might have.
Yeah, by the time we got it recorded, the fumble had already happened, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm afraid.
Riders have the ball at their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Fake the handoff, going to throw, ball in the air. Caught by Timothy Johnson, who came back to catch it. It's going to end up being a short pass of about, 2, maybe 3 yards. But Timothy had to come back to catch the ball.
They're going to give him 4.
But a good heads-up play.
Looks like they're going to give him 3. Okay.
Yep.
Yep, nope, they're going to give him 4. So
yep,
that's good
2nd down and 6.
We'll take it.
Riders hurry up offense. Come to set up with twins either way. 2 receivers either side. Back to throw again. Ball is caught by Johnson behind the line of scrimmage. He's grabbed and slung and then slowed and tackled for a yard loss. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, that pass play has worked every time we've thrown it in all weeks, but not that time. The Griffins were ready.
Yeah, slight loss on the play.
Yep. Yard loss, 3rd and 7 for the Riders. All right. Pass again, ball thrown, caught. 1st down for the Riders. One of Ray Jones' first down on the Griffin side of the field, and the Riders are able to get out of their own way.
Hey, look who that was. Number 5 this time, or was it?
Ratcliffe?
Yeah. Ratcliffe had the most athletic catch of the game in the early 1st quarter. That one was good too.
From the Griffins' 44-yard line, and now they give it to Bluford. Bluford hit and then hit again. That second hit was hard, and the defense was ready for a running play.
Yeah, but there might have been a face mask on the play, fellas.
Well, we'll take that. Big number 44 had him first. Bluford was able to get away, but then he was run down and tackled by number 12, I think, and that may have been where the flag happened. Yeah.
And it is a face mask penalty against the Griffins, and is that the second one of the night?
I believe it is.
Yeah. So that will move the Riders deeper into Griffin territory with 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The Griffins lead by 7, 21-14.
Looks like we got a chance to take a quick break, and we'll do that. We'll come back here in just a second.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Happy Tales Adoption Center is now the animal shelter of Shelby County, and their promise and mission is to improve and protect the lives of animals in our community and to alleviate their suffering and abuse. Every week during the ball game, you'll have a Happy Tales Adoption Center Minute, where we will feature a couple of the wonderful animals up for adoption at Happy Tales Adoption Center. Also remind everyone how you can donate and become a foster or even volunteer if you have the opportunity. It's Happy Tales Adoption Center, the animal shelter of Shelby County, just east of Center.
All right, here we go, folks. 1st and 10.
After the penalty, Bellin takes it, has some room to run, 20, 15, but puts an angle on him, 10, and out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big open field for Bellin. He saw it and took off and ran. Nice call by T.J. Bellin, quarterback. And a big Ray Jones first down for the Center Rough Riders inside the 10-yard line.
How about that for a nice called quarterback run?
On first down, Bluford gets the carry.
Got a hold there.
And
he's in the end
Bluford
zone.
scrambles and touchdown.
Somersaults. Number 79's ready to dance.
7-yard touchdown run from Bluford.
Couldn't dance because they had to line up for the extra point, but he was pumped up. Good job, Rough Riders, answering, and with an extra point opportunity to tie the game here, about halfway through the third quarter.
Capitalizing on a turnover. All right, extra point unit comes out to tie it up. Huichapa with a really nice kick. 21-21 with 6.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
And we'll be right back, folks, but we're going to watch Bluford with that huge run. We watch him get in there for the score to tie this thing up. Replay brought to you by Center Glass. We'll be right back.
Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a third generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
All right, folks, welcome back. It's time for our Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. Mr. Wallington, what you got?
It's the sponsors over there with Larry and Joe on the Piney Woods Game of the Week. We'd like to say thank you to them. Haslam Tire Company back in the Joaquin Rams. First National Bank Tenaha back in the Tigers. And Dairy Queen and Center back in the Shelbyville Dragons. Each of them are proud of their team and all the other championship caliber organizations throughout Shelby County and East Texas, including your Center Rough Riders. Thank you, guys.
And there's a Shelby Savings Bank kick. It's going to go back and take them all the way back to the 10.
So the Griffins had to run back to get the kick instead of running forward. Doing that limited their return. It looks like they're going to have it right on the 20-yard line.
Just exactly what you want. If you're going to kick deep, you want to kick to one side of the field or the other.
Mm-hmm.
So you basically close off everything from the hash mark to the field. That's where everybody's running. What happened last week on the 100-yard kickoff return, everybody was going to the one side of the field, but the kick went right to the middle.
Yep.
And unbalanced the coverage. Hasn't happened tonight. Really good special teams play.
Well, what I'm happy about, that they're going to have to go the full distance of the field this time, not half the field.
So Kenny Thomas with the handoff on first down for the Griffins. And he's going to, from the 20-yard line, gets up to the 24-yard line. Second down and 6 after the Riders tied up
moderate but effective game.
All right, 21-21, 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. A little bit of a bobble of the snap and the exchange, but Kenny Thomas takes off and goes with it. That could have been a disaster for the Griffins in the backfield.
Wow. Wow. Almost no way that ends up being a gain, but it was only a 3-yard gain, but still 3rd and 3 instead of 3rd and long.
Uh-oh, a little movement now. Riders got a little antsy, and it's going to be offsides Riders unless there was some kind of motion.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think that was just good.
Right. That last play, though, Walker, you're right. That was a net 6-yard gain.
Yeah.
Right? He only got 3, but he kept from losing 3.
Yeah, that's and beat 3 or 4 riders in the process to do it. Good crowd tonight here, both Rough Riders and the
look.
And a good close
Griffins.
game to keep people here.
What's a Griffin fan called?
Gryffindors.
Gryffindors. Obviously, I set you up for that one,
baby. Gotta be the Gryffindors. Gotta be. Well, this has turned into a rivalry, Rob, with the scores.
Yes.
Being
close.
Well,
they're talking about it for a long time. Now they're going to say it was against the Griffins.
There was some motion against the Griffins, and so 5-yard penalty.
Well, look, I'm going for all the Griffin fans that are listening, let me give you one.
Come on, ref.
All right.
Come on, ref.
Because I sure thought I didn't see them move, but hey, we'll take it when we can get it.
All right, so backs them up 5 yards. 3rd down now, 3rd and 8.
Substitutions both ways.
We got there's major confusion.
Uh-oh, so
they're out of time.
I'm going to bring somebody.
Hold
up. Somebody's calling timeout.
The Griffins
and the Griffins are going to call timeout.
The Griffins called timeout.
They did, and the Riders were trying to get people off the field.
They had 1 second to snap it.
That was a chess match that went awry.
So the substitutions were driving the Keems crazy. So we get a timeout, Stephen.
That's right. We're going to knock it off of those guys.
Hey, what about the center tire? If you weren't tuned in earlier, one of the guys here in the press box says, I think I have a nail in my tire or something.
Well, hold on. Let's set it up. We've been saying center tire.
Yeah.
With Tinkle and the prior ownership's always been great. Trey Burns has brought it up a notch.
Yeah.
Up a notch because
house calls.
Yeah, I needed him for something, and he just took care of me. We talked about that. And you go, Steven, you're just making that up. No, I'm not, because look what happened tonight, Chris Wallace?
Tonight, the guy from ABC,
KTBS
over in Shreveport had a nail in his tire. Anybody have an air pump? No, but we got Sean Crouch, and he came up and took care of it. And, I mean, while the game was going on.
3rd down and 8, empty backfield. They spread the field, throw the ball, and it's an incomplete. You've been on the sidelines anyway, and it'll bring up 4th down and 8. And so that motion penalty ended to be a killer penalty to this drive for the Griffins,
buster.
And they'll have to bring in the punt team.
Yep.
And that helps that they, like you said, Mr. Shires, had to go the length of the field.
Yeah.
Started on the 20, didn't get the first down, and our punt returner is standing right about midfield. So that makes you feel a little bit better.
We'll have an opportunity for a short field. Just got to hold on to the return and get down with it and give the Riders an opportunity. Tie ball game, 21-21, 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Punter lobs one out there, end over end. It's going to bounce at midfield, and that's where the Riders are going to have it. No return there, so it'll go out of bounds.
So a game tied. Rough Riders with about half the field to go. That's exciting. We'd like to say thank you to our Rough Rider game sponsors. Proud of all the area teams, including the Rough Riders. Ace Hardware of East Texas, Berkshire Brothers Grocery, Covington Lumber, Center Tire, McAdams Propane, and Sandy Cox State Farm. We appreciate these folks and their support of our area athletes.
All right. Out of bounds at the 45, so the Riders have 45 yards from the end zone. 1st and 10. And they're going to throw on 1st down. Johnson has it. Johnson stiff arms and pushes his way to a 1st down to the 31-yard line.
Now, I'm interested, guys, because I think we won that ball game last week. We talked about it with Coach Meeks during the Coach Rick Meeks show live from the pizzeria sponsored by Sabine State Bank. We talked about that Monday night about conditioning and what factor that played. I think it's going to be a huge factor as this game concludes.
All right, Bluford's going to add a few yards on first down, Ray Jones first down. So it'll bring up second down for the Riders, second and a 2-yard pickup, second down and 8.
I thought Bluford was going to get a nice big run on that, and his forward momentum was stopped rather arbitrarily.
Yeah. He didn't feel like it was arbitrary. It was pretty good stop.
After 2 yards, second down, and they're going to give Bluford another shot. He finds a hole and
look at that
scampers
hard
through.
run.
And
Look at that hard run.
Still on his feet, and it's going to be close. I think he's out of bounds right before he gets to the pylon, though.
But that is a Bluford kind of signature run, trying to make a statement, see what kind of runner he is, the kind of runner that breaks tackles and goes for the sideline. That was excellent for Bluford and the Rough Riders.
First and goal from the 2-yard line. They're going to give him another opportunity, and he's in. Touchdown for the Center Rough Riders, and they take the lead.
How about the sophomore? Showing off.
Well, 4:06 to go here in the third quarter. The Riders have gone ahead, and they're going to try to get one more point. All right, here's the extra point. It's good. It's the Riders 28 and the Griffins 21, Mr. Shires.
All right, so we're going off the break. We're not going to see the touchdown run, but we're going to see that amazing run that set it up. See, Bluford takes it. He gets stopped. He bounces off, keeps the legs turning, gets outside, and goes and dives for the end zone and comes up just short. That's brought to you by Center Glass. Give us a call. They'll fix any glass problems you have. We'll be right back.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make them shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, where do you take it?
I don't know where.
This is McAdams Propane. And this is CEO Josh McAdams. That's him on the cover of Texas Propane Magazine as the president of the state organization. He knows a thing or two about propane. He learned from his dad and his grandfather before him. Whether your business depends on propane or just your...
All right, here's a Chevy Savings Bank kickoff. It's going to be short.
Kickoff.
It's going to be fielded. Oh, they're going to get a good return. And then we almost break him in half.
At the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
Yeah, about a 10-yard return. And
we're 26.
So, yeah, short pop-up kickoff.
Who's 26 for the Rough Riders?
26 is
Keithan Horton.
He's the guy that came in and, what did you say, cut him in half?
Yeah.
He's the one that did the butcher work on that. 4:02, Rough Riders with a touchdown lead. We started the half tied. Griffin scored first. The Rough Riders have scored twice.
Griffin start out at their 41-yard line, back to pass, throw, caught, and it was complete up to the 46, maybe 47-yard line. Be second down.
That first drive was 2 runs, just 2 runs, all it took them to score. Since then, the center defense has been really more up to the task.
Second down and 4. Fake,
nice
throw, and the ball was dropped there, I believe.
He wasn't going anywhere, and I thought maybe we might have a shot. We were breaking on that, like we were going to be, like we might could intercept it.
They would have gotten about a yard, Rob, but instead it's a full 3rd and 5.
Yep. Third down, let's see what they're going to do. I wonder if they'll run it or not. They load the left side up with 3 receivers.
Slow it down a little bit, make sure they have the right play.
I think they're probably going to throw it here.
All right, the Griffins pump fake
and
yes! Sack. Riders get a sack.
Who was that? I bought the pump fake so the folks watching saw the receiver.
Shame on you, cameraman.
Yeah. Yeah, that was well done. Who got the sack? Who's that? Number 52.
Francisco Seferino Morales, who is one of our team captains with the sack.
And that's a big one.
It is. Brings up 4th down and forces a punt.
Again, should have decent field position after this one.
So it's a really nice punt. It's going to bounce and bounce and bounce, and the Riders are getting away from it, and they'll down it inside the 25-yard line. Yeah, I know.
Well
but
done.
it is, but it's better to do that and not have a turnover. So, all right.
Kick.
Now this is an interesting drive here, Mr. Wallington. If we could take the ball and however we score, get down the field and score it. Certainly, if we run the football and jam it down their throat. But I know scoring, getting a two touchdown lead
would be,
and then we can just trade. We could just trade scores with them for the fourth quarter and be in good shape.
Hasn't been a 2-score lead in the game.
Nope.
Either side.
From the 23-yard line, Riders start 1st and 10 after the punt. Handoff to Bluford. Tries the middle, nothing there. Comes to the left, and he's grabbed and tackled. Yard pickup, 2nd down and 9. Yeah, if the Riders could just burn through time right now and just move their way up the field and keep setting up first down.
That would be ideal.
Eat the clock. We haven't had a drive like that tonight.
We've only had one all season. That was one against Spring Hill where we went 96 yards and took our time.
Fake. Now they're wanting to throw. Scrambling. Bellin's on the run. He's still scrambling and finds someone to throw it to.
Nice.
Johnson on the sidelines, who makes an effort to get both feet down before he goes out. Well done. And good heads-up play.
Johnson.
Quarterback and receiver, and it brings up 3rd down and 2.
That was well done by, first of all, Bellin is going to his left. He's a right-handed quarterback. So he's throwing against his body.
Hard throw.
And he makes a throw where only Johnson can get it, and Johnson gets it. That would have been good on Sunday.
All right, 3 receivers to the right, trips right.
A timeout called by.
Griffins call their 2nd timeout of the half.
That may be important as we go down the line.
Yeah, already 2 of them.
So, Chris Washington, why don't we keep it here and talk about JBI Insurance?
JBI Insurance, that's right. He's been with us now. This is a 3rd year that Joe Bill is elected to sponsor not just football, not just fall sports, everything we do, all the way to the spring concert at the end of the year. JBI Insurance, and he's good at everything. Insurance for whatever you need, but he's got a particular eye for mobile home owners. That's an investment too. It's not on a slab, but it's still an investment. So that's where you go. Mobile home owners, you need to insure that investment with JBI.
Well, all right. We already talked about Mooney's Emporium, which, like I said, given the fall coming around, didn't you? You said we get custom shirts from Mooney's Emporium as well.
About time for another set. It's been 2 or 3 years.
So we got one that I'll tell you about another break, but it was absolutely hilarious. We got a family set of shirts.
Oh, for a vacation?
Yes, it had Christmas vacation. Matter of fact,
3rd down and 2 after the timeout, and they keep Bluford from making the first down, it's a loss of a couple of yards.
It was like they were. It was
like
they were in our huddle, not play. I mean, that didn't go anywhere.
So the Riders decide to bring in the punt team, and that's unfortunate.
I'm not sure. Even if it was 4th and 1, I don't know if you go for it in that part of the field, but you certainly don't when you lose 2 yards.
No.
All right, so 4th down, the Riders will punt. Weechapa standing at the 16-yard line. All right. A good bouncing punt. It's going to roll. Good job. And the Riders will down it inside the 40-yard line. That's where the Griffins will start with 1:21 here in the 3rd quarter. And the Riders lead 28-21.
So, Wallington, I think we may have had more punts than Shelby Savings kickoffs.
Yeah.
And I think that is a
first
new thing.
Yeah, I've never seen that before since the last 2 years.
Yeah.
You're right. More punts than kickoffs. Very, very unusual for a Rough Rider game.
Griffins come to the line of scrimmage. They'll start at the Rider 49-yard line. 1:21 to go in the 3rd quarter. Got a man in motion. Handoff. Thomas has it. Picking his way through. Finds some room to run. Has about 5 yards. Second down and 5. Oh, it's a bad snap, and quarterback is just going to – oh, they blow it dead.
Was it a
he
false
was protecting
start,
the ball.
or was it a did he fall down?
Well, I don't see a flag. No, false start. Yep, they did throw a flag. False start against the Griffins. Second down and 10.
28-21 here. What a ball game. I think this has been, in many ways, an extremely exciting in ways that the other games haven't been.
Exactly, and really in ways that no game has been in the last year and a half. And who would have thought it would be at the hands of these guys in the Sabine River Classic?
We just haven't been in that many close games the last couple of years. We've either clubbed the crud out of somebody or taken it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right. Second down and 10 after the penalty. And they grab
job.
Thomas in the backfield enough to slow him down and gets back to the line of scrimmage maybe a little bit.
Was that old bug juice?
That's bug juice holding on to the foot for dear life, getting towards the end of the third quarter.
3rd and 9. Now back to pass. Delafield is sacked.
Boom!
And who was that? That big sack.
Number 15, the sergeant.
Grant Gregory.
The sergeant.
How about that?
Makes it happen.
Our halftime analyst, boy.
I bet somewhere out there was a, ooh, yeah.
A real low pitched, ooh, yeah, absolutely. Big shot from Grant Gregory.
How about that?
The sergeant.
All right. Big sack and 4th down for the Griffins. With 17 yards, they're not going to keep it on the field. They're going to bring the punt team
And they're going to
in.
let the quarter run out.
And the quarter runs out. So that's the end of the quarter. 28-21 Riders as we begin the 4th quarter.
Shall we go to the batter scoreboard?
I do.
I'm worried about the defending state champs because Palestine may not be very respectful.
I don't know that they are. Thanks. Got these scores from our district anyway, from the blimp captain, Keaton Watlington. He sends them with his compliments. Fairfield, boy, I think I may have gotten that wrong. Yeah, Fairfield shuts out Brownsboro, at least towards the end of the 4th quarter, 33-0. Athens put it on Palestine. Final score, 35-7. Athens was a 3-point favorite, so they really got some momentum. Sulphur Springs beats Bullard, 21-7. Diboll, old district foe of ours, and Rusks win 24-19 over the Rusk Eagles. And Carthage final in Liberty Isle. I think Liberty Isle is in Carthage. 58-20, the score there. And I am having to get the district scores, the county scores on my own. And I think I'm going to get to them in time to tell you what they are. Let's start, but especially that Timpson score, right?
Yeah, I have a seeking suspicion it's not good for
in the
Bears.
third quarter, they are making a comeback, 42-28.
All right, on 4th and 17, the Griffins punt. Riders are going to take it, and fair catch just inside the 25-yard line. That's where the Riders will start as we begin the 4th quarter.
Yep, it's Shelbyville is 48-35 over Wascom. That was not supposed to happen. Joaquin 32-7 over Tenaha. San Augustine 47-0 over Price Carlisle. And Garrison loses to Anahuac 42-14. Anahuac was 2 or 3 point favorites, but not 4 or 5 touchdowns.
Interesting.
That's brought to you by Batters Law Firm. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters. Thank you, Batters. Live from the Bowles, well, at least the report comes from the Bowles Feed Blimp. Captain Keaton Wellington. Thank you, Keaton.
And thanks to Bowles Feed Blimp for our aerial coverage tonight as we begin the 4th quarter. Riders will begin with a series after a punt. And they're going to start with a pass down the left-hand side. And ball is caught right around midfield.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he caught that, did he?
Did it fall away incomplete? I thought it was a catch.
He might have caught it out of bounds.
Well, it's way on the other side of the field.
No, we've been talking about Tim Johnson with just perfect coverage. I think the corner over there had us blanketed.
It was good coverage, so it's incomplete or caught out of bounds. 2nd down and 10. Going to give it to Bluford. He's trying to pick a hole and can't seem to find one.
Oh, he
gets about what, 3 yards, maybe 4?
3 yards.
Yeah.
Man, there are just times when our offensive line is just not getting it blocked up for him. And, and that time, that was all Bluford.
And
he got 4.
Yeah, he got
churning
4.
for
Third down and 6.
Giving us a fighting chance. But I would think that it needs to be a pass play, don't you?
Something just to keep this going.
Yep.
Grind it out, and now it's time to put together one of those long drives. On third down, they fake it, and then they're going to throw it.
He's got him open.
Oh,
nice.
And it is snuck away.
That by number 11.
Right at the end.
Whoever number 11 is for Desoto, what a play. He wasn't even on Tim. He was on the other receiver that was in the area, and he came over and he swatted that way. It was going to fall right into Tim's breadbasket.
Well, that's part of the problem. There were 2 receivers over there, which means that brings an extra defender as well.
I believe it was Ratcliffe and Johnson.
The two most accomplished receivers this year, but
ended up running into each other.
Kind of canceled each
other.
I'm
telling you, that was going to be a play of the week on ABC from that if he hadn't got his hand in there.
But here we are again, giving up a little bit of field
Punter,
position.
The return man drops the ball, and so he'll be down at the 40-yard line. This is where the Griffins will start with 11 minutes to go here in the game. And the Riders lead 28-21.
Center Rough Rider cheerleaders down there. Looking good this year, had their second pep rally of the year. And then just over to their right is the Chaparrals, a huge group.
Yeah.
You heard Courtney Mayfield, Bauman talking about how big and how happy she was with them. The center twirlers right next to them.
On 1st and 10, the Griffins are going to keep it on the ground. But a nice stop by the Riders. Number 30 covers them up pretty quickly. That's going to be Quincy Simmons, a junior. But they get their own 4-yard pickup. They load up the right-hand side. Looking to pass, throw, ball in the air.
Open.
Has a man right on the
he's out of
sidelines.
That can't be a catch, is it?
And we'll see.
Rough Riders are certain it's out of bounds.
Nope, they're
he was wide,
out of bounds.
He was wide open.
Yep.
We had some sort of mistake, but luckily the quarterback floated it, and he just couldn't get it and stay in bounds.
All right, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Griffins.
Riders didn't have great pressure, but they had enough.
From the 44-yard line. All right, they're going to hand off to Thomas. Thomas has the first down, puts an angle on it. Now he's running down the sidelines, but he had so much of an angle that he was not able to keep it in bounds, and the Riders were working him too. So a big first down by the Griffins by number 5, Thomas.
Man, they got the outside sealed, or the inside sealed off and the outside kicked out. They had a nice tunnel for him to get through. And number 8, he is quick once he gets going. The Rough Riders are going to call a timeout.
And they probably should. That was one of the 3 big run plays of the half, and gives them new life in Rough Rider territory.
Riders trying to hold on to a 7-point lead with 10:20 to go here in the 4th quarter.
We'd like to say, well, I think I've already said, thank you to our Rough Rider game sponsors. They are Ace Hardware of East Texas, Brookshire Brothers, Covington's, and Center Tire, McAdams Propane, and Sandy Cox State Farm. Thank you for the game. And the post-game show is the Aurora Concepts post-game. When we get there, you need to stick around because we're going to talk to our head coach, but we'll also talk to the Rough Rider Center Motor Company player of the game. And we'll talk again with our cheerleader of the night, Anna Marie Amber. All 3 of those live from the field in the Aurora Concepts post-game show coming up in 10 minutes and 20 game seconds.
All right.
Back on the field after the Rider timeout. 1st and 10 for the Griffins. Handoff right up the middle. Thomas inside the 35, close to the 30-yard line.
Verdreen on the tackle.
Second and 6. Back to pass, throwing it across the middle, or one of a post pattern there, but the incomplete.
It's interesting because I asked Gregory at half, when they go to that quick tempo, 9 times out of 10 they run the football. But you see they slip one in there. That was the play action pass, and they were trying to get the tight end down the seam, and we had good coverage.
All right, on third down, handoff again. They've had a really good success running the ball, and
he's going to be short.
I think they're a yard short.
A yard or 2 short, but I think they're going to.
Yeah, it's real play. About a yard.
Oh, yard, yeah.
All right, this is time. Riders can have an opportunity. Defense can penetrate here. Thomas has had some great success in this half running the ball.
Oh, how about that?
So they do kind of a trick play here, and they move.
Well, we didn't jump. They tried to get us to jump, and we flinched but didn't jump.
That's right. So they put somebody under center, and they're going to force it through, and
there you go.
It's first down.
Yeah. Counselor, there you go.
Quarterback sneak.
You don't have a quarterback line up under center. You have somebody else go in motion and line up.
Look, I'm working my way up to ask Coach about that at the Rick Meek show. I asked him about huddle last week, but I'm going to ask him about, there's a ball's on the turf.
All right, so the ball flutters to the quarterback, and then he does make the handoff, but they cover it up. Fumble the ball and cover it up. 2-yard loss.
Oh, that was close. That could have been a.
All right, this time is looks like going to be an outside run. Then he turns it back in.
Okay.
Riders are there.
That was a great. He did not make the tackle, but that play was forced by Mosley, number 10. He came in. That was supposed to go outside, and he forced it back in, and then our linebackers were able to clean it up.
Backs them up again another couple of yards. This time they pitch it out on third down, and there's really nowhere for them to go. And you'd think they'd keep it even on fourth down.
This is
with
where
they are.
This is a lot.
Fourth down and 12, but with where they are on the field.
Well, you're not going to punt, I guess.
Punt. If you either have a field goal kicker that can kick it 45 yards, or you don't. So if that's not likely, just go for it and hope for the best.
That's right.
I mean, you could
get whatever you can get.
Right, you could pooch punt right here, I guess.
All right, on fourth down and 12, the Riders have an opportunity.
Riders seem to be coming.
All right, here's the snap. Rider defense looking. Now they're going to throw the ball to the sideline.
He had him.
And he catches it, but out of bounds.
Yeah, that was too wide.
That receiver ran the perfect pattern.
Yep.
And our man was playing so far off of him that when he stopped, our man kept going. Wide open, but the pass was just too far away for the receiver to get to. Big break for the Riders. They keep that 1-score lead.
Riders take over on downs after the incomplete on fourth down.
Now we really need that 4.5 minute yard just touchdown drive.
2 or 3 Ray Jones first downs and a score, and this game is
probably
in our pocket.
You put them in dire straits.
That's right.
28-21 Riders lead. 7:51 to go in the ball game. Riders have it after taking over. First and 10 from their 26-yard line. Handoff, Bluford, and Bluford up to the 30.
It's a great run.
Yep.
Hard run.
He's knocking guys forward. So we're going to get, 6 on that?
Oh, I thought he just got to the 30, but as they uncover it, he got 6 yards. It'll be second down and 4.
That hitch is going to be available out here to Tim when we want it.
Well, let's see. And on purpose, smart. The hurry up slows down just a little bit in the fourth quarter when you have a lead.
Letting the clock run down and maximizing the clock. Nice run by Bluford, still on his feet. Up to the 46, 47-yard line.
In a game that all the big plays, most of the big plays have been Timothy Johnson. Bluford is making a case for player of the game, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, he has the opportunity to make the case over the next 3 or 4 minutes.
This is where you need him. It's a Ray Jones first down for the Center Rough Riders at their own 46-yard line, and now's the time to just grind it out if you can.
If we can against this defense.
Yep.
If we can do that, that gives me great confidence about how we're going to do down the road.
Keep hammering it away. Bluford again lowers his head and goes right up the middle.
He's still going to get probably 3 on that, right?
He basically ducked the defenders, didn't he?
Yeah, that was not well blocked. He's going to get 2.
Yep, 2nd down and 8.
You want to see the offensive line really come off the ball. And I mean, this is when you love being an offensive line, because this is when you can really win the football game.
I know that's when you ought to be happy to be an offensive lineman. I'm not sure that this offensive line has shown me that they like this kind of situation.
All right, 2nd down. They're going to let Bluford get it again. Kind of moves away from the middle to the left-hand side.
Yeah, he kind of bumbled the ball, and he gets it in control. He's going to got some good yards. Just going to set up.
Going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, a
crosses
short 5
midfield.
or a long 4.
I'd say a 3rd and 4.
But, you know, if we're not able to get the Ray Jones first down here and have to punt,
once again,
playing right into
that hitch
Griffins.
That hitch to Tim is available, and I suspect this would be a good time to go to it.
Yeah, especially with off-play action. You've handed off 5 times in a row.
All right, on 3rd down, let's see what the Riders choose to do. They load up the right side with the receivers, and they fake it to Bluford, and Bellin is going to get the first down. And
Bellin's
he's
got
still
more.
running down the field, and it's Bellin down the sidelines.
We've run that play to great success this evening.
Right there, he's the 30-yard line. He stepped out of bounds.
Yep.
Well, good. We don't want to score yet.
Right.
We want to take another 2 minutes off the clock and then
Right,
score.
Exactly. Of course, unfortunately, he stepped out of bounds and stopping the clock, but that's okay. That's a big Ray Jones first down, maybe one of the biggest ones of the game, and maybe one of the biggest ones of the season.
Riders lead 28-21, and 5 minutes to go in the game. Big Ray Jones first down for the Center Rough Riders up to the 30-yard line.
You got
at the Griffins 30.
That's Ruddy, the Rough Rider, next to the purple people. I don't think they're purple people eaters. I don't think they call themselves that.
Well, that would be I think that we would violate some kind of rule.
Yeah, you're not supposed to, no cannibalism, but still, the purple people and Roddy, the Rough Rider, along with the cheerleaders, and it's pretty exciting because this is the preseason rivalry game. Of course,
was there a timeout on this play? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, there was an injury on the field.
Okay,
for a
I
moment,
missed it. Okay.
And then that injury, he got off and walked off. He had cramp.
All right, on first down, Riders give it to Bluford, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and he hits a pylon. Touchdown, Riders.
A 30-yard sprint for Bluford, and that wasn't just Bluford, Mr. Chires.
No, we got that one blocked
We
up.
got that one blocked, absolutely. Well done by the Riders. 30-yard touchdown scamper by, and the Rough Riders are obviously starting to feel it. The first 2-score lead from either team. Just 4:52 to go in the game. Advantage Rough Riders for sure.
5 touchdowns and 5 extra points puts the Riders at 35 to the Griffins 21 with 4:52 on the clock in the ball game.
All right, folks, let's see our instant replay brought to you by Center Glass. See, Bluford gets away. Yeah, that was blocked up. He went 6 or 7 yards before a white jersey even touched him, and then he's able to go the distance. Of course, that's brought to you by Center Glass. We'll hear from a couple sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Sandy Cox is a good State Farm agent. Just ask Drake. He knows. State Farm agents in general are pretty cool, but Sandy Cox has the answers to your questions. Like, what's best for me, for my kids, for my business, for my farm? For all of us in Shelby County, those questions can be answered at Sandy Cox State Farm. At Watson & Sons, their family serves your family. It begins with their facilities, their inviting and warm chapel, and their elegant lobby, and their unique product room where you can shop for the choices your tribute requires. They've been serving your family at Watson & Sons since Scott built it in 1998, but their family has been serving you for over a century. Shelby Savings Bank has a bold new look, but they're still the same local bank they always were. Same people, same friendly service, but with a bold new look and new services including mobile deposits from your ATM, your computer, or your cell phone. Shelby Savings Bank, same bank, new look.
Folks, you just heard from Shelby Savings Bank because this is the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. And there's a pop-up kick.
End over end, pop up to the 28-yard line. Return, 12-yard return up to the 40 where the Griffins will start, 1st and 10. Riders defense came in and did a number on the last series on the Griffins.
All right, so if you're the Griffins, right, you're on life support at this point.
You want a quick score.
Yeah. You're breaking out the paddles.
Yeah, don't need no long drive.
Of course, that's good because that could mean a turnover. It could be a pick six.
Yeah. When you get to this situation,
Timothy Johnson could say, Bluford ain't the player of the game. I am because I just make this pick six.
Again, for the 4th time.
All right, to the air now for the Griffins. A diving catch. Did he trap it? Nope, they're going to call it a catch.
Wow. I'm
complete.
I thought I
for
saw
a
the
first
ball.
Down, about 11-yard pass. All right, to the air again. Now Delafield is going to tuck it and run, and he has some room. Nope, they're going to force him out of bounds.
Number 25 for the Rough Riders, Bryce Lee.
One of our team captains tonight.
Flushed him out of the pocket, but he's going to pick up about 5.
Yeah, 5 yards. All right. A couple of nice plays here from the Griffins, and that one is whistled dead.
Of course, the Griffins can, you get some teams in this situation, you get them where they're doing stuff that they can't do or not do well. Here, the Griffins are able to function, in a hurry-up situation. So,
well, a motion penalty against the Griffins backs them up 5 yards, 2nd down and 10. 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Riders lead by 2 scores, 35-21. Griffins trying to get a quick score here. Fake the handoff. Quarterback's going to keep it. Now he throws it. And it is complete.
Perfect. Now
to Martinez for a big first down.
A lightning throw, and he just steps right out of bounds, stopping the clock. It's still 4:27. Almost no time is moved.
Mm-hmm. Trips left, 3 receivers on the left for the Griffins. They're going to keep it in the air. And he's got a man down. Touchdown. Touchdown.
Man, 3 plays. How about that for fast?
Well, that's what they had to do.
Yeah, they did it. Well done. Yeah, I think he caught a cramp going into the end zone. That's what he was hopping for. He wasn't showing off. He was hurt.
After the touchdown, the extra point unit comes out.
Trying to make it a 7-point game.
And they do. It's good.
It's interesting. He's got a big leg. I'm surprised they haven't tried a field goal when they've gone for it a few other times.
Well, might have helped them earlier, but they can't do that now.
Yeah.
It's a 1-touchdown game, and just like that, the Griffins answered fast, Mr. Shires.
That's right. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Sandy Cox is a good State Farm agent. Just ask Drake. He knows. State Farm agents in general are pretty cool, but Sandy Cox has the answers to your questions. Like, what's best for me, for my kids, for my business, for my farm? For all of us in Shelby County, those questions can be answered at Sandy Cox State Farm. You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the house warming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping and clothes for all year long, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place of East Texas.
All right, so here we go, folks. We get ready. Do you own? It's too early to onside kick, right?
I would think.
Shelby Savings Bank kick from the Griffins to the Center Rough Riders with 4:20 to go in the ball game. Griffins close it to a 7-point game. Riders still lead with 7. And they boom the kickoff, angled, and the Riders catch it on the bounce to 20, up to midfield, and is tackled close to midfield. So a very nice 30-yard return by the Riders.
Yeah, well done.
Well, the field position situation is kind of reversed in this half. We've done a much better job.
Somewhere around mid-third quarter, that finally started moving the Rough Riders' way. And so a one-score lead. For a moment, we had 2 scores for about 35 game seconds. And so you either need a long drive, several first downs, Mr. Payne, or a score.
Yep.
If you could get both, the game would be over.
I want to score. I don't care how we get, even a quick strike, even 2 plays. I want to get back up two scores and put the pressure on there.
From their own 49-yard line, they're going to give it to Bluford and see what he can do. He gets about 4 yards.
Well, you're probably at least
maybe 5.
Yeah, he was hit hard and it went
Yep,
down
5
hard.
yards.
After 5 yards, we'll take that on first down.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Bluford exploded
Every
through the
time.
hole. So the offensive line, this has been really weird. There have been times when the offensive line has just really blown big holes. There's other been times when they've been blown up. So that's a battle that's really been quite even.
That's true. Is the scoreboard right that the Griffins still have 3 timeouts?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, they've got 1.
Okay.
All right, on 2nd down and 5 for the Riders. Bluford with the carry again. They stop him after about a yard gain. It'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 4. And
the Griffins have 1 timeout. The Riders have 2.
Okay, so when we snap this, it'll be 2 minutes and a lot left. Got to get this first down, 3rd down and 4. But if you get close, do you dare go for it, this part of the field, or do you punt it to give them further to go?
I'd go for it.
Okay.
Hopefully we don't have to make that decision.
We're just going to have to see where they are field-wise. Managing the clock. Give it to Bluford.
Oh, yeah.
Bluford has the first down, and he's gone. Bluford is ankle tackled at the 5-yard line.
That's even better. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Griffins.
Well done, Griffins.
Yep.
Tackle him at the 6.
So now we can.
Man, that was blocked up, Counselor.
It was.
Your offensive line came through.
They have been. They answered my call. They answered my challenge, baby.
The Counselor call.
The Counselor challenge. They have answered it.
Jeremy Bluford tackled at the 6-yard line, and you think, oh, he just score. Well, we'll score, but now we'll work this clock, get some more time off of it. And
down to 10 seconds on the play clock.
Yep, plenty of time. All right, from the 6, 1st and goal, low snap, and Bellin fakes it, and the ball comes loose.
Now we wish we would have scored now. See, we should have scored.
And it was just the most fundamental of errors.
Yep, just a bad snap.
Fumbled the snap, and then
it just
fumbled
went downhill
the
from
handoff.
there.
Yeah, it's 2 fumbles in 1 play.
But that's what Coach Meeks talked about. Let's give the Griffins some credit. Coach Meeks says, you hustle down, you make the team snap the next one.
Right.
You don't give up the score. You make them earn it.
That's right.
And you saw it benefit us last week, and it just benefited the Griffins.
Absolutely. We were all cocky. Ha ha.
Yep.
You tackle him. That's exactly what the doctor ordered if you're the Griffins.
1st and 10 for the Griffins. And they're going to back to pass. Quarterback under some pressure, but
there we go.
Ball intercepted. Vidrine. Gage Vidrine snags it out of the air and returns it back to the 18-yard line.
All right, Gage the Dream Vidrine.
The Dream with the big interception. There is a flag on the play. I think it was after the interception.
It's a blocking foul.
On the return?
Yeah, blocking foul on the return, I suspect.
How about that for a zigzag yo-yo of a game? Several different times. It's completely gone zigzag yo-yo.
What do we have? Do we have something on the sideline? Do we have a belt or a?
That's the defensive coordinator right there urging the crowd.
Yes.
Because his unit has answered.
Yeah. I love that guy.
Yeah, he's all right.
I can't wait till we get him back on the Rick Meat show.
Yeah.
We could do 2 hours with him.
I think we could also get him maybe to come travel with us for our soccer coverage.
Yeah.
But, the center sideline's excited. They have a quality team that the last 2 years has been to the semifinals or finals in Louisiana. This year, they have the same kind of expectations. And a team that really didn't know what kind of team center had, well, they were learning. This is a good team that is making a statement against these Griffins.
All right, after the interception, Riders had a penalty, so they're up to the 35-yard line. They give it to Bluford, who dodges,
a move by Bluford.
And who I thought was tackled at the line of scrimmage, gets all the way to the 30-yard line.
That's incredible. What an incredible run by Bluford.
Yep.
We're seeing him grow up
Here,
right in front of our eyes.
He and his linemen. I mean, they know that we're fixing to run. I mean, and he has been.
Yep.
How many yards has he gained this quarter? Most of them.
So I'm already going to nominate Bluford and the offensive line. So we need to talk to Bluford and talk to an offensive line.
We'll find. I'll ask him.
I'm afraid Tim Johnson and T.J. Bellin are going to be. They're going to bend that mantle. Oh, that time they're going to get it stopped.
2nd down and 6, and they give it to Jeremy Bluford, and he loses a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
But obviously Tim could be the player of the game, and so could Bellin. But that's going to be the case every week. It looks like a timeout called by
North Desoto.
That's their last one.
That's their last
one.
Yep,
that's the last timeout.
I guess that's smart. Stop the bleeding. If they didn't call that, it would have been snapped at about the 52nd mark.
Minute 21 to go in the ball game.
And our Aurora Concepts postgame show is going to be worth sticking around for if this score holds out. We'll talk to a victorious coach who will be the first time he's beat his friend Coach Dunn head-to-head. They'll be 2-1 now. We'll also talk to our player of the game, Bluford, and an offensive lineman of his choice. And that'll be fun because when do offensive linemen ever get to talk afterwards? Not very often.
Well, on this show they do a couple times a year.
When the counselor has a word in it.
You're right.
And also we will visit with our cheerleader of the night, Anna Marie Ambert, if we can find her. I hope that we can do that. And if that's, assuming that the microphone works and all that.
Well, we're going to make it work one way or the other.
We're going to have that for you in the postgame show, and then we'll have at the very tail end of the show the final scoreboard from Batters Law Firm from the report anyway from the Bowles Feed Blimp. Thank you, Ken and Cecilia, for the quality work that you do, not just with products, but with the advice and just the relationships you build with your family and your customers in Center and Nacogdoches.
All right, on 3rd down, Bluford carries it, and he breaks into the secondary, and they're going to bring him down around the 6-yard line. That breaks a big run.
Photocopy of the last one, where the last time they had it down here in the with the Ray Jones first down in the State Farm red zone. Thank you, Chris Mayfield. We fumbled the snap, but now with 1:09, that's what they called timeout for, was to set up this big run.
All right, 1st and goal from the 8-yard line.
We can just about go to victory O.
Oh, and Riders going to take a knee, and they'll have to do it one more time.
How about that, y'all? An unexpected, it's not shocking, but an unexpected victory against the North DeSoto Griffins.
And once again, honorable mention to Gage the Dream Vadreen with the big interception.
Big play at the right time.
One more snap, and that'll be it. And the Riders take a knee, and the clock will run out, and the Riders will have a 7-point victory over these North DeSoto Griffins. That's it. That's the ball game, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in to the ball game. But the broadcast is not over. Stay tuned for the Aurora Concepts postgame show.
I know, it's hard. It's hard. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, it will be the post-game show here live on NetSN.
Sandy Cox is a good State Farm agent. Just ask Drake. He knows. State Farm agents in general are pretty cool, but Sandy Cox has the answers to your questions. Like, what's best for me, for my kids, for my business, for my farm? For all of us in Shelby County, those questions can be answered at Sandy Cox State Farm.
Hello there, Rider fan. We hope you enjoyed tonight's game. But now the game is behind us, and it's time to see what went on out there. It's time for the Aurora Concepts post-game show. Aurora Concepts is your home for fine primary care, for the best in testing and vaccination. Stay well with Aurora Concepts. Let them take care of you. And let us take care of you now during the Aurora Concepts post-game show. Let's go now to your host, Stephen Shires.
All right, folks, welcome back. Rob, give us a breakdown.
35-28 final score, and the game at times is a lot closer than that. And so well done, Center Rough Riders tonight. And now it's time for something to smile about.
All right, well, let's do it. All right, something to smile about here. And that's going to, I think it's just going to be simply going to be, well, a couple of things. One, to get a victory against this big quality team is super important, but also the emergence of Bluford is what I'm smiling about in the offensive line, as we've seen them steadily get better game after game after game. First game was Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Was kind of concerned. So we started seeing it a little bit last Friday, and then tonight we see Bluford taking care of business.
And he got better and better throughout the game.
Yes.
And, right at the end, just wearing them down and breaking through and getting in there. So, Jeremy Bluford and the blocking schemes worked very well. So, congratulations, Center Rough Riders, once again on a victory. And thank you, Counselor, for something to smile about. We'll be right back with our Aurora host, Chris Watlington, and Coach Meeks.
Excuse me there, son. I'm new to town, and I only have one tooth in my head. Where do I go to get it repaired?
Well, you need to take that toothache to Wyndham Family Dentistry. Clayton Paul, Anna Joy, they're the best in the business. Any of the Wyndhams will fix you up.
Oh, thank you kindly.
Nobody wants to be sick, but at least at Aurora Concepts, being sick is easy. From their spacious waiting room to their experienced and friendly staff, they care about you, they listen to you, they're here for you. From start to finish, that's the experience at Aurora.
All right, everybody, here we go. We're going to get Chris Wallington is going to have our players of the game and our cheerleader. We'll tune in on the other 42, Rob. Oh, there he is. There we go. All right. So do we have Mr. Bluford and an offensive lineman?
Yes, sir. Johnny Bluford, you chose this offensive lineman. Tell me about your offensive line tonight. They were great. You just got to trust them. Just believe it. And they weren't, sometimes there were no holes and you got pounded, but boy, at the end, it seems like y'all took control. They just opened it up for me, and I just do what I got to do. Big second half for you in the running game. Tell me about being on the offensive line. It was a struggle in the first half. Talk to me about the first half. Center talking to the 2014 Center. Well done. Blueford band, congratulations. Proud of y'all. Yes, sir. Thank you. That's the Center Motor Company player of the game. And now we have our cheerleader of the night, Anna Marie. Anna, you don't have much voice left, do you?
No.
Did you have fun tonight?
I did. It was a very close game, but I'm excited for one.
How about the crowd? I can't really tell if they're in that closed press box. Were they into it too?
Most of the time, it was kind of hard, but we got them towards the end of the game.
I guess, because it was getting exciting at the end of the game.
Yes, it was.
Hey, your sophomore year, we didn't beat them. The junior year, we didn't beat them. We beat them.
We beat them.
That's pretty great. All right. Hey, read that right there. We're going to hear from Gaddy's, but I'm going to let her take us there.
The girls and I say thank you to Gaddy's Medical Equipment on Her Street for bringing you updates about the cheerleaders all season long. When you need help getting better, you trust Gaddy's.
We'll hear from them. We'll be right back.
Gaddy's Medical Supply is your one-stop shop for all your medical supply needs.
Jack Allen, where's my ankle wrap stuff for my sore ankle?
Your ankle wrap or your Kinesio wrap?
The old guy wrap.
The ankle wrap. It's in the top bathroom drawer.
Okay, thanks.
If you are recovering from an illness or an injury, Gaddy's Medical Supply can offer you the support you'll need.
Jack Allen?
Yeah?
Where did I put the raised toilet seat?
Check behind the door.
Right.
From crutches to canes to chairs, Gaddy's Medical is there for you.
Behind which door?
The hall bathroom, Dad?
Okay.
Okay, take care of yourself or someone you love with Gaddy's Medical Supply.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Aurora Concepts post-game show. It's now time for our JBA Financial Coach Talk with Chris Wallington down with the victorious Coach Rick Meeks.
Yes, the victorious Rick Meeks. First of all, Coach, how you like my microphone?
I love it.
That's pretty nice, isn't it? Hey, your friend, Coach Dunn over there, it's one and on done. You just got one on done. That's got to be exciting.
It's very exciting. Very excited for our kids. Just the way we played tonight. They did it, not us. So, just proud of the effort, complete team win, and just a really good spot for us early in the season.
If there is a moment, and I'm sure there are several when you look at the film, but if there's one moment where your coach senses were on full blast and you were, as a coach, 100% excited and pumped up, what would it be?
I can't say that didn't happen until the scoreboard was all the way off. Because you just never know, right? I mean, as long as time's on the clock, and especially a one-possession game, and the type of game that this was, you just don't know. But, very excited for the success that a lot of our kids had tonight. Nothing but building confidence. Just an overall great team.
Final note, you said in your pregame and in your offensive goals that you wanted to establish a running game. And I don't know that we established it until the second half, but boy, you established it.
Right. And the thing that's great about that is we had them tired, and our guys saw that, and we went and attacked, and then we executed. And that's what makes that part of it very, very satisfying for me, because then we took advantage of their weakness. And once we started doing that, they started reeling a little bit, and we were able to be in control of the game for the most part. And so I think that is a huge stepping stone for us.
Timothy Johnson was not our player of the game, but he had 3 interceptions in the first half. Tell him that we were proud of him.
Yeah, he probably could be in every week.
Every week.
We got spread the ball.
I agree. We'll talk to you.
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to talking to you Monday.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. That's Coach, and that's brought to you by, tell him, Rob.
The Coach Talk on NetSN brought all game long and all season long by JBA Financial. John Black knows a thing or two about leadership. He was a Rough Rider coach himself in the 1980s. So he and his staff at JBA Financial take pride in providing financial leadership for their clients in Center and in Longview.
All right, folks, we've heard from JBA Financial. We've heard from Gaddy's, but we need to hear from Center Motor Company, which brings us our Center Player of the Game. We'll do that, and we'll be right back.
Thought you'd seen the last of the Ford Bronco? Well, you were wrong. Ford brought the Bronco back so they could put the S in SUV. Comfort and connectivity for the highway to get you there, and then the power you need for your off-road adventure. Run at the front of the herd. Saddle up a Bronco at Center Motor Company.
Tammy, step 2 is where realty becomes reality. How do you know? Every time there has been a reader's favorite contest in the Light and Champion, they've won it. Whether it's your modest home you're looking for, or maybe a slightly less modest home, or your dream home, Tammy Steptoe has it. Or maybe it's a lakeside getaway or property to start all over. You need to trust the ladies at Tammy Steptoe Realty and Center.
We're back to the Aurora Concepts post-game show. We want to thank our year-long Rough Rider sponsors, Brookshire Brothers, Ace Hardware of East Texas, and Covington Lumber Company. Also to our post-game sponsors, Aurora Concepts and Wiggins Farms. All right, Chris, you ready?
Yes, I am. It's time to play Season Versus. If we were going to, it brought to you by Dairy Queen, if we're going to play this team 10 times, what's the record going to be, y'all?
I say 6-4. I think the Riders edge it a little bit, but they're pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, pretty evenly matched team. You think we'd win more than we'd lose?
I
do.
I think it would go 5, 4, and 1.
Okay.
I think there'd be a game where we'd go and it would be 3 o'clock in the morning and we still hadn't figured it out.
5, 4, and 1.
Yeah.
It seemed like, though, the Riders had their number in this one on turnovers.
He did, but I think what Coach said, we're going to talk about this more because it's been a theme that I've talked about. I mean, obviously our conditioning. I mean, like he said, we wore them out, and their defense was toast there at the end.
And they have way more players than us.
Yeah.
They had reinforcements, and still we wore them down.
Yep.
Well, there you go. It's close, however you carve it, but I think we're going to have the upper hand. That's brought to you by the Dairy Queen. I had nachos for the first time in a year. I just broke down and had to have nachos along with a single taco. It was delicious. What have you had recently?
Well, we got a dip cone the other day.
Yeah.
And those are always good, just good and simple, a dip cone. And when I was in there, I saw somebody eating a banana split.
Yeah.
My son, Zach, is sitting right behind us. When we go to Dairy Queen, it's always banana split time.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, last Friday on our drive up to Longview, I stopped in and got us Dairy Queen to go.
Yes, you did.
I always get a dip cone. It's an appetizer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just to start things off.
Just start things off, yeah. Well, a lot of times, because it's not fast food, it's fresh food. So it is not made until you order it.
Yep.
So, you get your dip cone, you drive around, and you wait. You can enjoy your dip cone while you're waiting on your food.
You can.
Yeah.
Well, folks, it's time for the extra point segment. And, Counselor, how about your final thoughts?
Again, we talked about it. We wanted to see the development of the running game, and boy, did we see it. We saw it, and that's how it's supposed to work in the third and fourth quarter. I would also, and obviously Tim had a great game, but we would be remiss if we didn't talk about those 3 or 4 plays that T.J. Bellin made on those quarterback keepers, and then also on a couple of plays where he made through against his body. But the biggest thing, and I think the most incredible thing about T.J. Bellin, given the fact of such little amount of varsity quarterback experience, is that he makes few, if any, mistakes.
Good decision.
Few, if any, mistakes ever. I mean, he always plays. I mean, there's no turnovers. There's no bad plays. And sometimes he's able to turn a bad play into a marginally good play. But I just, again, and then he's got, it's surprising. I've been surprised. I promise you they've had this game circled on their schedule.
Yeah, well, that should be a good one in week 4.
I guess that does it for our Aurora Concepts post-game show. We'd like to thank our pregame and halftime guest, Coach Meeks, and we also congratulate our Center Motor Company player of the game,
Johnny Bluford.
How about
and
that?
His offensive
Jeremy
line.
Bluford, yep. All right, tonight our final
Jeremy
score.
Bluford, my bad, sorry.
Center 35 and North DeSoto 28. The Riders are 3-0 on the year as we move to week 4 next Friday in Dangerfield. And remember now, Monday, Monday night, everyone, join Stephen, Chris, and Larry Pierce live at the Pizzeria for the Rick Meeks Show, brought to you by Sabine State Bank at 7:30. And an hour before that, you can catch Larry Pierce for his Piney Woods Coaches Show from the Pizzeria. That's it for now from the press box, Mr. Watlington.
Yeah, thank you very much. And stick around right after we sign off. I'm getting information from Keaton and the Bowles Feed Blimp for the Batters Law Firm final scoreboard. So now, for the voice of the Riders, Rob Payne, for the counselor, Stephen Shires, for Blimp Captain, Keaton Watlington, this is Chris Watlington saying bye for now.
We thank you for watching the Aurora Concepts postgame show. We have a big thanks to our postgame sponsors, Dairy Queen, Wyndham Family Dental, Wiggins Family Farms, Center Motor Company, JBA Financial, and Tammy Steptoe Realty, and of course, Aurora Concepts, who says, let us take care of you. Stay tuned for the Batters Law Firm Final Scoreboard live from the Bowles Feed Blimp. We'll see you next week. Until then, it's first down and 7 days to go. Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
All right, we got from the Bowles Feed Blimp reports from Keaton Watlington, who was all over the county and around the area in that Bowles Feed Blimp from stadium to stadium. He sent us the final scores in our district for the Rough Riders. Diboll beats Rusk. Rusk is in our district, 24-19. Fairfield beats Brownsboro in our district, 33-0. Athens, in our district, really shows out against Palestine. They're going to raise up in the rankings. They're going to be the big challenge for the Rough Riders along with Carthage, I think. 35-7 over Palestine. Sulphur Springs beats Bullard, who's in our district, 21-7. And Carthage 58-20 over Liberty Ilo to get their first win of the season. Then in the county scores, it's a tie with 9 seconds to go in the Wascom-Shelbyville game, 48-48. We're going to leave not knowing how that one turns out. Palestine ended up beating the Bears of Timpson 63-34. Now, Timpson was an 8-point favorite, so that's going to change the complexion of the Timpson Bears, but their big competition is Garrison, and they were beaten 42-14 by Anahuac. Anahuac had about a 4-point favor on that. So crazy stuff. Hemphill loses to the West Sabine Tigers 60-26. Price Carlisle loses to the losing to the St. Augustine Wolves. That's where Larry and Joe are on our other Watlington Shires Pierce game. And then in the fourth quarter, Joaquin all over Tenaha, 45-7 in the big Shelby County game with two county teams. So that's it from the Bowles Feed Blimp. I'm not in the blimp, but Keaton was, and he sent me those scores. And that's the Batters Law Firm final scoreboard, everybody. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters. Thank you to the Batters Law Firm for bringing us all of our county and Center Rough Rider football. All right, y'all. We'll talk to you next week in Dangerfield.
The proceeding was a presentation of Watlington, Shires, and Pierce Productions. We hope you have an awesome and blessed night. God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you.